Enrico here from Hot Tejano. Keep watching out for Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. Every Wednesday is the best shit on the internet. Check it out.
Ya no quiero ser inútil otra vez. Hoy comprendo por mi culpa, solo me fallé. No vuelve a suceder. Esperé, como idiota día tras día te esperé, mientras escogías otros que ni te sentían, acostado en mi cama, en mi mente te veía y derramé 100,000 lágrimas por ti, mi ausencia, hasta que se fue el dolor que en mi pecho sentía, la ceniza que fue llama ardente hace días. Lo peor de todo que me duele tanto, que ya no me dueles nada, pero tu orgullo no me alejó. Tropecé, por tu culpa no quería, me fallé. Hoy espero que algún día recapacitaré. Tropecé, ya no quiero ser inútil otra vez. Hoy comprendo por mi culpa, solo me fallé. No vuelve a suceder. Lo peor de todo que me duele tanto, que ya no me dueles nada, pero tu orgullo no me alejó. Tropecé, por tu culpa no quería, me fallé. Hoy espero que algún día recapacitaré. Tropecé, ya no quiero ser inútil otra vez. Hoy comprendo por mi culpa, solo me fallé. No vuelve a suceder.
Wacky Wednesday.
It's Wacky Wednesday con El Bumper.
Unfiltered, the real deal. No pre-planning, no chingaderas. Straight up from the bill.
Wacky Wednesday.
B-Town's very own.
It's Wacky Wednesday con El Bumper.
Here's your host, Bumper Gomez.
Holla. We got a new audience, man. We got a different kind of audience today, man. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Bumper's Wacky Wednesday, live from the studio here in ugly, muggy, foggy, misty San Antonio, Texas, man. Oh my goodness. I have been waiting 6.5 days for today, and the day is finally here, ladies and gentlemen. This week has been full of just all kinds of surprises and things that I wish I could tell you tonight, but I'll tell you that I can't. Right? So just make sure you're following Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. You're following Bumper Gomez. We have a bunch of things coming your way, a bunch of excitement, a bunch of stuff going on in Tejano music you guys are going to love. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. And, make sure you follow us, man. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you guys so much for tuning in. You guys have been killing my Facebook crowd. And I just want to, tell you guys thank you. So all the YouTubers, thank you guys for tuning in and week out. And, of course, my Facebook people, thank you guys. Appreciate it. Been with me for almost 5 years. 5 years I've been doing Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, and it's crazy, man. The show is still growing, and we're still having a good time doing it. So I want to thank you guys for being with us tonight. If you're a fan of the show and you've seen the show before, you kind of know, like, every week you really don't know what you're going to get, right? And I get messages throughout the week, and it's like, dude, I really love this band, or I love this guy, or this girl, and I can't wait to see him on your show. I'm excited, que este, que el otro. And I've been the same way. I'm not saying that I don't get excited for everybody. And I haven't told him. I told him that I was going to wait till we get him on the show. I am a huge Ricky Guzman fan. I have been for a very long time. To me, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about what the way I see Ricky in the industry and how badass he is, right? But not only did Ricky Guzman the third show up, not just the third, Ricky Guzman the fourth is here as well. Ricky said, "Hey man, I can't be without my right hand man." So they came up from the valley to be with you guys tonight, to be here on Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, to be in the studio, and for you guys to enjoy Ricky Guzman. Ladies and gentlemen, from Edinburgh, Texas, put your hands together for my guest tonight, Mr. Ricky Guzman III. Thought I was joking right there, baby. So do me a favor, right? If you're at home, it's a Wednesday night, no hay football, the Spurs aren't playing, for those of you in the area, right? Put it on the big screen, put it on surround sound, but do me this favor, move the coffee table to the side. No, don't start. You don't want nobody to get hurt. on the show, right? Move the coffee table aside and get ready to have a good time, man. I'm lost for words tonight. I really am. I told Ricky, I said, Ricky, you know what? I can't remember the last time I drank some whiskey on the show, right? Ricky, welcome to the show, Papa. How you doing, brother?
Let me tell you something real quick, bro. First of all, thank you and cheers to this, this beautiful moment for me and my son. As far as trying to make it out here to San Antonio with you, and le damos las más gracias a toda la gente, todo el público de Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, of course, tonight. And I'm gonna tell you real quick, bro. Ahorita when the intro started, I was looking at the screen, right, and comenzó, like the camera came on and y salió Gary Hobbs, but for some reason I thought it was me. I was like, oh shit, I look really young, but it was Gary Hobbs, bro. I was like, what the? Me sacó de onda ese jale, but oh well, anymore. Yeah, I'm not Gary Hobbs, so saludos para Gary. So
yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, man.
Yeah.
So how was the drive over here, Vato?
It was raining, bro. I got out of work around 12 y todavía llegué tarde, so chingado, ni modo. ¿Qué le hacemos? Aquí estamos.
No, and the reason I asked you because I really like for people to notice that people drive to come to the show and to for their fans, man. They take this seriously, and that means a great deal to me, right? That bands would come out of their way to come sit down with this Mexican for a little bit, a couple of hours, and have a good time with me, man. So I want to before anything, I want to thank you for that and your beautiful family, man. Your family's here in the audience, so I promise to behave myself at the best I can.
No, right? This is not my family is already we're crazy enough, so we're good, brother. Pero thank you for the invite, and of course, to our family, because really without them, I'm your wife and your kids, bro, and they always support you in what you do. I could see it as soon as I walk into your house. Your son says hi and like, hey, what's your son's name? He's interested and he likes having people over because they respect the fact that you do what you do. And they support you, man. And I cannot thank my wife, Crystal, and of course my baby Ricky, Evan, for always supporting me, man. And it's always made me stronger, and we'll talk about it, pero, there's been times where we fall. And at the same time, it's up to you to get up. But it's a lot better when you have a strong foundation. And not too many people have that, and I was blessed enough to have that because I went through a lot, bro. These past couple of years have been very heavy for me. But it takes a great wife, man, para que te respalde. And it's been great, bro. I've been good, man. But aquí estamos, bro. And thank you so much for having me over and me and my son.
Yes, sir. And a shout out to Crystal, too, because she made tonight happen.
Oh, yeah.
I got a message like, hey, this is my husband. And I was like, you don't got to tell me your husband. I already know who he is,
yeah.
Right?
No.
But I don't know if you remember, but I talked to you like 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. It was in Beeville, Texas.
Yes.
I think it was a hot day or something. And I think you were playing. A matter of fact, I think you were playing in the Valley later that day after you were playing there in Beeville early, and then you were playing in the Valley later that night, right?
It was a festival that we were at.
Yeah.
I remember Patrick was there, no?
Yeah, Patrick
was there running the sound.
DML production.
I remember that, bro. And it was super like humid and hot porque pues yo soy del Valle. And pues allá it's like humid, pero I don't know, for some reason there in Beeville it's like crazy. I don't know, it's kind of weird weather. But anyways, I remember that.
Hey, cuidado que dices que de Beeville, bro.
Hey, bro, I know. They already told me don't mess with Beeville porque cállate, bumper se va loco. No, bro, you know what? Honestly, I remember, and honestly, it's like some people might say like, hey, you know what, bro? You don't remember me, right? And some people like have achieved a lot in life and their career. And they'll say, no te acuerdas de mí, right? Or like, in general. And then they become successful. And it's like te sientes mal or whatever. But in that aspect, as far as me remembering that, yes, I remember that, bro. Like, it's crazy. And you were just,
I said, Ricky, look, you got it. Let me tell the fans. If you ever walk away from an artist and you're just like, man, dude, that vato that wasn't cool, bro. He acted bad towards me.
That's what I'm trying to say.
But what I'm saying is, as a fan, look at your surroundings, right? Like, take that in, because if you see a guy and he's hauling ass, putting stuff in the truck, and like moving really quick, it's probably not a good time to go up and say, hey, dude, do you remember when I saw you over here? Or un retrato algo? they don't have time for that. They're moving they're moving that way for a reason. So I knew that he was moving fast, but I caught him. I said, Ricky, I'm a big fan, and I would love to have you on my show. And you looked at me like, hey, bro, you call me, you tell me, I'm there.
Yeah.
So a lot of it's my fault too because I didn't follow up.
Yeah,
but
it's fine.
I just wanted to if you remembered that when we were in Beeville and I spoke to you. Well, you know, fast forward, Crystal sends me a message and she's like, hey man, like I'd really like to, you know, Ricky would like to be on your show. And I'm like, dude, you don't tell me when y'all coming to San Antonio, right? Yeah. And I gave her the date and she's like, okay, we're there. With no questions asked, no like, okay, well, do you have another date? Maybe that one's not gonna. No, it's like we're there. And so again, Chris, I appreciate that. I know you're in the background, but thank you for making tonight happen. If you guys are Ricky Guzman fans, let us know where you in the chat here. Let us know the very first time you saw Ricky, where you saw him at, how many years ago. Let us know, man. It'd be cool to know where you guys have seen Ricky for the first time. So Ricky, here at Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, we're all over the place. That's just the way.
Yeah, I've seen it, bro.
So I don't like to say, well, you were born in Edinburgh, Texas in 1990. You know, throw it away.
Just don't say like you said earlier that I'm from La Máquina Maria. Hell.
Duty, calm down. Delta boys, calm down. He didn't mean that. I promise.
I'm sure we'll get to it, but actually, my heart is with La Villa, Ed Cauchosa, because I actually worked there. But I mean, I guess we'll get into that later on. Pero saludos. Yeah, I love Ed Cauchosa de La Máquina Maria, and but I'm from Edinburgh, bro. And I'm gonna tell you something. When Crystal was in the military, when we first got married, we actually moved to Germany, right? And we had the option to stay there. And I would always tell my grandpa, my dad, you know what, el valle, whatever, right? And my dad would always tell me, nunca dejes el valle, porque el valle es el valle, whatever. You know, it always got engraved in me, right, as a small kid. And I love my valley. And we had the opportunity, before we had our kids, to stay in Germany. Crystal was going to re-enlist again. They offered her, like, I think a 3, 4, or 5 year contract, something like that, right? But she was going to end up going back to Iraq and whatnot. And I was gonna stay in Germany, under housing and whatnot. And but I said, nah, you know what? She told me, it's up to you. Do I enlist or not? And I said, nah, you know what? Let's go. We went back home, and ever since then, bro, I had the opportunity to live in Germany, bro. It was awesome. Don't get me wrong, pisteamos chingos. No. But it was like, no, I'm gonna go back to the valley. And when I got back home, I said, you know what, bro? I'll never leave the valley. I'll move to another city in the valley, but I can't. We had the chance to go to Dallas when we got offered positions with Dallas PD and all that. And, it's like, nah. So, yeah, the valley's the valley, bro. But I'm not from La Máquina Maria. Just
okay,
so you know.
Okay.
No,
we got that straight. So, man, Ricky, you lived in Germany, bro.
Yeah,
just tell me. You said you drank a lot of beer.
Yes, bro.
Did Crystal ever take you outside the gate and enjoy like a German town?
Yes.
Okay. You got to let me go.
Yeah.
So you left the gate. You went to a German town. Please tell me you walked into somewhere where somebody was playing an accordion and German music. You're like, give me that thing right there and let me show you a little something.
Man, I wish, but I feel too embarrassed porque pues it's like, nah, man. Like they were, to begin with, it was, I believe, in Nuremberg, if I'm not mistaken. Danke schön. No, we were actually cruising, walking in Nuremberg, if I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And I heard an accordion, and Chris was like, hey, babe, look, hear the accordion. So we walk around the corner. Está un señor tocando un acordeón, una Honor, but it was a tecla accordion, and I believe we even walked into an accordion store, but they didn't have any diatonics. But I was like, nah, man, no me dio ánimo to even grab an accordion there.
Michael Salgado would have grabbed it, dog.
I for sure, left-handed, bro. Hell yeah. No, pues sí, I mean, but it's just the fact that, we were there. I got to experience a little bit of the I guess, the styles
culture.
of music there, the culture. And it was awesome, bro. Pero yeah, I mean, I came back home and donde hay más acordes de botones y no de piano.
Hey, Ricky, have you ever had a chance to play the Conjunto Festival here in San Antonio?
Yeah, I believe we've done it like 3 or 4 years. Not in a row, pero like maybe 3 times or 4 times around there. No me acuerdo.
You know what's really cool about that, bro, is what I always, and I've said it many times on the show, what I really love about that festival is if you go early enough, you'll see that there's a lot of people in the crowd that are not Mexicanos or Chicanos.
Yes.
They're like people from Germany, from Sweden, like all these places that love polka, and they come here because it's an artsy festival, right? They like to hear the music.
You have people coming from, I know Japan at one point, Kenji and all those, los gatos de allá de Japón, they would perform. But when they got those guys to come in, from different places around the world, right, coming into to come and perform, that's when you started, I guess, seeing a lot more people from out of the country come in. You know what I freak out with, bro? Saludos a toda mi gente de Monterrey, Mexico in general, bro. But like now, lately, you've been seeing a lot of groups of people coming from Monterrey, San Luis Potosí, to go to the festival. They'll cross over here just for that, bro.
Just to go to the festival.
Se chingan un Waterbury y los van para atrás. Yeah, you know what I mean? But yeah, hey, bro, you know what? Pero con todo respeto, saludos a mi gente de la República Mexicana. And yeah, bro, that's crazy. But yes, at some points, you will see people in I don't know, for some reason why it's in the early, a lot of white people, from all over the place, bro.
No, I was just telling, I was talking to Andrew Polido from, shout out to our friends at Hot Tejano. I was telling him, like, when you go to Milwaukee, same thing, man. There's people, the local Milwaukee people come out and they go to the Mexican Fiesta for the food, the beer, right? The beer's cold, and they sit down and enjoy the music. They probably don't understand a damn word they're saying, but they enjoy having a good time there. And it's a beautiful environment. Again, shout out to all my people in the Midwest, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and the Mexican Fiesta.
I had seen you went out there, I believe, was it like last year or 2 years ago?
I've gone like last 3 years.
Bueno, and I remember I had seen a video of you like being there, whatever. We actually performed there when we first started the All Stars. And it was amazing, bro. Like the stages are huge. You got a bunch of like white guys running the sound, like a country style of atmosphere as far as production's concerned. Pero man, it was awesome, bro. And I saw that you were out there. That's awesome. You got to explore that, and you have done it before. Couple
man,
times.
It's super awesome. The love that we get in the Midwest is just amazing, bro. Ohio, Michigan, Illinois, all that area, bro. They just I've done events over there, and people they come up to me like, man, we watch your show every Wednesday. It's usually the guy. Mm-hmm. The wives are usually like, still, I hate this guy. Bro. Every Wednesday, I gotta put up with this guy, right? But no, man, I love what we're doing here, and I love the fact that we get to have people like Ricky Guzman on our show, and to show the world, right? Maybe somebody's. For some reason, if you're a fan of the music, maybe you've never seen or maybe you've never heard of Ricky Guzman.
No, you know what, bro? That's good that you say that, because yesterday I was in the shower and I'm like, what am I going to tell Bumper? Like, I mean, I'm the type, bro. It's like when you told me right now, que me dijiste, hey, bro, we're just going to, ad lib or, flow it. And I'm that type of guy to do something like that. And but for some reason I said, you know what? I haven't been on a show in a very long time. Well, actually, this is actually my first live broadcast on Facebook, right? Yeah. With somebody else, because me and Crystal would do some, de vez en cuando on Facebook and whatnot. Pero being interviewed by somebody, especially with you, bro, me da bastante gusto, right? That I'm here. But it's crazy because, like, man, I lost my train of thought for some reason.
Don't worry about it. You're just like me. I do it the whole show.
What was he saying, bro? This Michelob Ultra está bruta. Hey, wait. But no. So going back, like, I'm just that type of trying to. I'm natural. I try to be natural, right, and whatnot. Pero chingado, bro, se me olvidó, and I'm gonna remember.
Night Belly, you were talking about Bumper Gomez going to Milwaukee. I don't know. You were on the.
Crystal, ayúdame. No te creas, huh? Oh, so I was in the shower thinking as far as as far as what
Hey,
was I
wait a
going to
minute,
talk to you
put
about.
a camera on Crystal because you gotta let her. You guys gotta know how we got straight to talk that. She went like this.
Hey, le estás haciendo así y I was about to say, ¿qué? Ráscate los piojos. No tengo, ya me corté toda la greña.
Oh my goodness.
Now I remember what I was going to say. So it's crazy that you say that. If you haven't seen or you don't know who Ricky Guzman, you know what? It is true, and I know it for a fact because I for some reason I believe that I haven't been exposed the way I should have been. And at one point, we started with with promotion back with the All Stars. When the Purple CD came out, and I've gone to places, bro, where I've played and people come up to me. They're like, "Hey, bro, where are you from? I don't know who you are. Like, this is cool." And you know what? To me, I could be like, pues, hazte pa allá. You don't know me. No, bro. I'm gonna tell you one thing. I'm one to not say yo soy esto. I humble myself, but because of the way that I got brought up with my grandpa and my dad, and anyways, so it is true. Yeah, if you don't know who I am, we actually played in Victoria a couple of months ago, whatever, and there was a lot of people that I met that I had never met before, and they heard our music for the first time, and they came up to me and they told me, "Hey, we've never met you before, great show, whatever, but saludos a toda esa gente, and hopefully you guys get to know who I am humbly, and aquí estamos para servirles a todos, man." So de parte de Ricky Guzman out there, man.
That's what I'm talking about, man. And you know what's great about the show, man, is all the love that other artists show.
Yeah.
Right? You have Art from the Conjunto Cats.
Yeah. Saludos to Art.
Saludos to Art,
yeah.
right? And people just pop in and out. That's what I love about, man, that our industry is showing support to other artists, right? Because they've been here and then everybody else shows them support. So, saludos to Art and the Conjunto Cats.
Zeke in the house, man.
Zeke, I say it almost every week. Hardest working band in the industry, right there, bro. That's a hard working band right there.
Hell yeah.
So again, man, saludos to Art and the Conjunto Cats,
yes, sir.
Zeke and the boys.
Yeah.
So you grew up in the Valley. Being from the Valley, bro, it's so different. I didn't used to like to say that it's so different, right? To San Antonio and Houston, but it has its own vibe. The Valley does. Yeah. I got a chance to go down and do a show down there with Rocky Beltran and the Mesteño and I think Solido, Roberto Polido, Margarita. We had a lot of people from the 956 and they showed me love, bro.
Yeah.
I'd never been down there. And it was funny because where your video that we started at, the Cubby Hole.
The Cubby Hole.
That's where we did it from.
You went
we did a live show from there, bro.
You know what? It's crazy because when I first started like playing officially like the guitar and stuff, because I started as a drummer, but and I'm going to tell you something funny. So the Cubby Hole now is like a nice club, restaurant. Saludos, para Judge Omar Maldonado, and so Bianca también. They're the managers there and whatever, and the owner. So that place, before you saw it the way you saw it that day, it used to be un building de bloque, and it had a roof on it, and then it had just a cedar fence in the back. And it used to be a club, bro, where you couldn't even walk in there. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, every week, bro, tocaban los pájaros locos. And
that was the name of the band?
Yes, bro. And my cousin JJ, que en paz descanse, which is my tia Ana's son, which is my grandpa's daughter, they're doing good. Saludos a mi tía. He played the drums with that group, and mi primo me decía, vente, come with me. So I started going, y de repente agarré la guitarra, and I started, started playing, but they would always play sequence music, meaning that he would play the drums for reals, and some guy would just press the start button on the keyboard, y so tocar el bass y la guitarra, y todos los keyboards, and my cousin was the only one jamming out. So anyways, long story short, that place, bro, used to be un bar. ¿Me entiendes? Yeah. Acá, medio heavy duty, whatever. Yeah, you know what I mean? So, speaking of that, the Cubby Hole, pues era un bar. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, entrabas y te picaban en la panza con una navaja. I think my first or second date with Crystal, I took her there, bro, when I first met her. Mind you, I met Crystal, we met at a park when we were 18, right, babe? 18. And I took her to a date to one of my gigs, and then ahí es donde le pedí el primer beso y me lo dio, y después de ahí, anyways. But yeah, bro, it was crazy, bro. But the Cubbyhole is, it used to be a hot spot for música tropical. And but people are I guess our onda in that area as far as the valley, bro, it's different, man.
Hey, Ricky, what was the name of the band again?
Los Pájaros Locos.
Los Pájaros Locos. Yeah. Hey, we're gonna have to look up Los Pájaros Locos.
No, yeah, and back in the day, no había YouTube, so you probably won't find any video.
No, bro. Man. So speaking of the valley, and it's the people are special there, bro. Like it's just another vibe, and so many great musicians, so many different kinds of music have come out of the valley and continue to come out of the valley, man. And we when we had Bobby Pulido here, we talked about it, like, man, do you think like it's very cliquish? Like the Valle, the musicians stick with the valley musicians, and the San Antonio musicians stick with the San Antonio musicians. Yeah. And I ask you that because, right, you go into the valley, you say Ricky Guzman, pues todos te conocen. Everybody knows you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But say we go to Houston or we go to Victoria or something like that, and they're like, well,
yeah,
nah, I don't know who that guy is, because you play a lot of that in that that region.
Yeah.
And here at Wacky Wednesday, man, we're trying to break down walls, bro.
Yeah.
We're trying to get everybody all over the place and show you guys some love. I saw here that somebody said they saw you on a cruise.
Oh. Yeah. So first of all, saludos a David Farias. I love that guy, bro. Man, ese guy es puro corazón. Saludos a David. We've gone, I believe, on 3. How many cruises have I done with David, babe? 3 Conjunto cruises. Man, bro, it's crazy, like the amount of people that you see there, and it feels good, bro, because you're already there, like in Yucatan or Progreso, right, and all that, and you have people, bro, partying with you every day. You only drink one water in the morning, y luego una Bud Light or lo que estás tomando, and you party and you have a good time with everybody on the Conjunto cruise. So saludos to all my people on the Conjunto cruise. But yeah, I've run into a lot of people because of David. You know, David does a Conjunto cruise and whatever. And
Ricky, you ever toda la familia, or you go by yourself?
Well, the first 2 or 3, I think this is my 4th cruise, if I'm not mistaken. I'll call David right now and I'll ask him. But yeah, the first, so at the beginning, it was there was a budget as far as like, hey, you know what, we're gonna try this out, for the first time. So help us out, whatever. Yeah, for sure. So me, my dad went, I believe, the first one, and on one of them, I actually helped out, Art, the Conjunto cats, Ziki and them, on the bass, because it was a type of thing when it first started to where like they would just get the accordion player and the bajo player, right?
And they fill in the band
and then they would have 2 or 3 guys just jam out with every band. So in one of those years, I did that with Art and them, but it's just the fact that after a while we got to take our own conjunto there, and David does this every year, bro, and it's crazy and it's fun, man. Like
we had David here like a month and a half or so ago, and him and Joe, dude, it was an amazing show, bro. I was just with them Saturday. We're at the barbecue cook-off. Shout out to the Caballero Cookers and for all your hospitality this last weekend with the kickoff to the rodeo. Hey, man, so you got to play bass for the Conjunto Cats?
Yeah, bro, con un dedo nomás.
Hey, but let me ask you, is it? I'm not gonna insult you, but is it easy, because their conjuntos on another? They got a little extra. They got a Red Bull behind their conjunto, bro.
Yeah, honestly, before I went on the cruise and to perform, Art called me and he asked me. I think David had told me, hey, the Conjunto Cats need somebody to help them out. And then I got with Art, and he told me, look, bro, it's real simple. Tú nomás súbate and just te oí el tono y vámonos. And that's the way it was. But I was like, fuck it, you know what I mean? So it was badass, bro, because they have their style, man. Even this was, mind you, this was when they were barely starting out.
Yeah.
And Zeke, man, I don't know, for some reason that I think in my head, like, este guy, bro, like, ever since he started playing the accordion, he's always been very unique. How he plays, very fast and whatnot, verdad? And so when I helped him out, Art, plays the bajo real just awesome, and it's a good vibe with them, right? And it's crazy now to see them, like you say, and I know this, that they're one of the hardest, working conjuntos out there. I got to be a part of that at the Conjunto cruise, but I'll never forget that. I was like, "Tú nomás agárrate y vámonos," and boom, let's go. I was like, by the time I got out on stage with them to help them out, yo ya andaba bien pedo. But mind you, I'm the type que I can be.
Does that help or does it hurt?
Becate, that's awesome for me. Yeah. No, yeah. But yeah, it was awesome.
That's cool, man. That's cool. So Ricky, speaking of that, you were growing up in the Valley in the 956, man. You come from a family of musicians.
Yeah.
I mean, I would assume that probably from the time that you could walk, you were probably around music and how many different instruments can Ricky Guzman play?
I play the bass, the drums, the guitar, the bajo. My dad was, and it's not because I want to say it, but my dad would always say something. My dad would always tell everybody, and I'm gonna tell you something, bro. I never realized how proud my dad was of me, because I never saw it, because he would never tell me, and in a good way. But I have found out that a lot of people now, after he passed, they come in and they tell me, bro, you don't understand how proud your dad was of you. And they always, a lot of people, chingos of people tell me that, right? But one thing that I remember he would tell people, he would always say, a este cabrón le das una flauta y le saca algo. Y a este vato le das una trompeta y le va a sacar algo. I mean, that sounds gacho, bro. La trompeta, but anyways, but like meaning the fact that I guess I can really just try to play anything, but really playing like the guitar, the bajo, bass, like the standard stuff. Yeah, I mean I can execute them. But yeah, I tend to try out some instruments de vez en cuando. One time I got a flute, bro, and I tried. Nambe, bro, me fue bien mal, but.
But you'll figure it out.
Yeah,
much.
I'll try.
You'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Well, man, there's a lot of people watching. You got some big crowds on Facebook.
Let me tell you something. I'm sorry. Cuando ando pedo, bro. I don't mean to interrupt you, but I saw right now, bro. Saludos to my mom. First of all, when the show started, she was one of the first ones there. So saludos a mi jefita, Dora Luz Guzman.
Kayla. Saludos, and she said for you to behave.
Sí, que no tome mucho.
Yeah, she said that after that beer, yeah, no more. Yeah. But man, you got a lot of people watching, man. You want to throw another one?
Yeah, saludos también to my baby girl, también para mi niece Kayla Hernandez, and of course, pues I guess we'll do some music, no Dad?
Algo,
what did you mean by do another one? Another beer? Or,
Hey, easy.
No, I'm joking.
No play. Yeah, bro. Whatever you got. I know, right? Before we start, man, we've been going to some deep conversation, but we got Ricky the Fourth here, man. 15 years old, freshman in high school.
Yeah.
Hey, and the vato's a beast on that bajo, man. I got to hear him on sound check when we were just messing around. Super cool kid, man. Super cool kid. Is that why you keep your hair short, Asina?
No, bro.
You have the curly hair or no?
I always, when I see people, Crystal gets mad at me sometimes. I'll see people with like a big hair, and I'll try to sneak up behind them without seeing me. Like we'll be in the mall, y miramos like somebody. Test 1, 2, test. Like she gets mad. Babe, they're gonna see you. Stop it. But if you have big hair and you see me, I'm gonna do that for sure. But,
hey, that's the haircut. That's the haircut of the kids nowadays.
Tú valen 50 bolas.
Hey, that's how much your haircut is, bro. In the
bro,
valley?
don't go to California, bro. We played in California. Le están cobrando 85. Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Hey, Ricky, what is the haircut style that you get? What is it called? Low taper.
Nah. Oh, it's a mid taper.
Oh, okay. I was close. I was close.
I
was close
look
right
for
there.
different options.
No. Hey, Ricky, real quick before we play a song, man. How does it feel to play with your pops, dude?
It was really like I'm really proud, because I can continue the legacy of my great grandfather, but I just honestly like it's a real like. How do you say it? How do I put it?
like
It's
an
a real-
honor,
It's
right?
it's an honor. Like it's real. It every time I go up on stage, it always makes me feel great. You know, being able to play with him and watching. Like when I was little, I would always want to go up on stage with him. And
Do not say that I would never let you.
you know, well, actually, that's what I was about to say. Sometimes I'll get a little pissed off when he let me get up, but.
Cristo, agarra los niños.
Oh my
But yeah,
goodness.
it feels real good, you know, being able to play with my dad.
That's awesome. And you know what, Mio? I love to see your generation, and I love the fact that the 956 El Valle really, really pushes our cultura and our music to our young generation. And it hasn't come north yet. Like in San Antonio, we're really big in the high schools with mariachis, and you guys are too. I mean, shit, they made a Netflix special with Roma High School, and I forgot the other one, right? But, you know, you always see Conjunto, and I see people send me videos all the time of these young kids, or you go to the pep rallies, and they're playing Conjunto, they're playing, you know, norteño music, and it's cool, bro, that the kids all love and dig that. You know what I'm saying? So you need to start sending some of that love pa acá, this way.
I know.
Man.
Yeah,
So
that'd
so
be
I'll
great.
shut up. I know everybody wants me to
Hombre,
shut up.
it's all
A ver.
good, bro, it's all good.
What you got for us, Rick? What you got for us?
Para comenzar, Ricky agarra el bajo porque si no, no va a haber bajo. No, man, well, you know what, bro? I guess I'll sing a song. I brought my computer over. I know that maybe we have a lot of musicians listening in. So we try to do as much as we can to sound good, you know, when we play live and whatnot. But so I brought my computer over because to me, like sometimes I'll have people call me like, hey, bro, ven a hacer un fara. You know what a fara is?
Yeah.
I don't like to do that not because me creo mucho, no, because to me, I like when I go up on stage and soy todo, boom, boom, you know, and then the fara, pues el bajo y nomás y el acordeón, you know, it's like, it sounds too dry, right? So I brought the computer just para rellenar.
Hey,
So,
can you put the thing on the bottom? The what do you call it? The sayings of this are from the artist, because I like fara and Ricky's not.
hey, yes, este es el valle, puro slang.
No, what I'm saying is I love the fara. You're like, hey, I'm not a fan of it. So
No,
we're
but-
putting the interview and commentary solely those of the individuals.
Nos van a cortar el pedo de volada aquí, vato. Fuck it, right?
Yeah, no. So what are we gonna hear, bro? What's the song we're gonna hear?
I want to do a song. To me, it's like the national anthem of Ricky Guzman and the All Stars back in the Purple CD. So I'll do this one. Pues I'm sure once they hear it, they'll know which one it is.
Don't know which one it is.
Oh yeah, and pues for those that don't know who I am, I'm Ricky Guzman III, and this is one of our first recordings. Something by Marco Antonio Solis, and of course, it's called Antes de que te vayas. You ready, Ricky?
Yeah.
All right, listo. Ahí va. Oh shit, no pasó nada. Ahí va, listo. Antes de que te vayas. Para todos los de The Club Rio Days in the house. Dice, ahora. Antes de que te vayas, déjame mirar una vez más ese rostro que nunca he de olvidar. Me dices sinceramente que me ha dejado de amar. Descuida, yo bien comprendo y te sabré perdonar. ¿Sí? Cuida de tu vida en tu camino. Yo siempre pediré a Dios por ti, por ese corazón que me dio tanto, pero acabó mi encanto y lo perdí. ¡Woo! Antes de que te vayas. Saludos para toda la gente bonita. Bumpers Wacky Wins in the house. Y dice: perdona si te fastidio, pero es que mi sentir tal vez no tengo ni forma de lo que quiero decir. Quisiera pedirte el beso que borre lo del ayer. Tal vez te quito tu tiempo, te puedes ir, ya lo ves. Cuida de tu vida en tu camino. Yo siempre pediré a Dios por ti, por ese corazón que me dio tanto. Otra, Ricky. Pero acabó mi encanto y lo perdí. Tu cárcel, chiquita. Another song, compadrito. One of the recordings de Ricky Guzman out there in the All-Stars back in the day. Tu cárcel y nunca saldrá, chiquita. Yay! Woo! Te vas, amor, si así lo quieres, ¿qué le voy a hacer? Tu vanidad no te deja entender que en la pobreza se sabe querer. Quiero llorar y me destrozas que pienses así, y más que ahora me quedes sin ti. Me duele lo que tú vas a sufrir, pero recuerda, nada es perfecto y tú lo verás. Tal vez mil cosas mejores tendrás, pero un cariño sincero jamás. Vete olvidando de eso que dejas y que cambiarás por la aventura que tú ya verás. Será tu cárcel y nunca saldrás. Tu cárcel. ¡Woo! One more time. Quiero llorar y me destroza que pienses así, y más que ahora me quedes sin ti. Me duele lo que tú vas a sufrir, pero recuerda, nada es perfecto y tú lo verás. Tal vez mil cosas mejores tendrás, pero un cariño sincero jamás. Vete olvidando de esto que dejas y que cambiarás por la aventura que tú ya verás. Será tu cárcel y nunca saldrás. Yeah. Saludos para toda mi gente bonita de Facebook Live, of course, aquí en Bumpers, Wacky Wednesday in the house. Para todos de San Antonio, Houston, Texas, Monterrey, toda la cosa. Party's out tonight, aquí con Bumper in the house.
He
On
loves
Wacky
you too,
Wednesday.
YouTube. He loves you too,
Hell
YouTube.
yeah. Yeah. Fuerte el aplauso.
Wow, bro. Wow. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, when your phone blows up separately from the show,
What?
that means that the people in there are having a good time, right?
Damn, that's
so.
awesome.
Un saludos to our good friend Suavecito from Hot Tejano, the morning show. If you guys haven't checked them out, Tio and Tia, him and Sunflowers, I've been checking them out in the morning. Un saludos to them. They always put on a great morning show, man. I always go to work listening to them. It's always a great show. So, saludos to those guys. But Ricky, you just again, like I said, people when they message me separately, right? They don't go on here and it's like, dude, number one comment, right? You know what it was?
What?
Ricky is such an underrated artist.
Yes.
And we talked about that in the beginning, right? In the beginning of the show, like, you know, maybe you don't know who Ricky Guzman is.
No.
You know what I'm saying? But after tonight, you're gonna definitely know who Ricky Guzman is.
And you know
right?
what? Thanks to you, bro.
No,
you know,
no,
because you I think it's just the fact that, you know, you're the way you are. You know, I know I had seen you a couple of times when I was helping Mike también, you know, and you've always been the same, bro. But in reality, I now I would say about maybe a couple months back, I realized that, yeah, I am. Before that, I would never say that. I would never say, oh, I'm underrated. I don't know. It's for some reason that I've changed my ways of thinking these past couple of years. Well, maybe the past 1-2 years around there. The way I think is very different, you know.
Let's back up and let's see. Well, what made you change your way of thinking, man? You know, you talked about sometimes in life, you know, things happen and whatnot. Like, what in the last 2 years that really changed the way you come at doing your music and taking music? I would assume seriously by the way you're talking about. Maybe you didn't take it as serious before.
No, well, you know, at one point last year, I took off to go work, you know, and. Yeah, so a lot had to do with when my dad passed away. That was just a little bit, you know, and then it got worse. And then I lost my brother-in-law, which was one of my other right-hand mans, you know, my drummer. And then, you know, I went through some problems and whatnot. And at that point, you know, it was like, I want to say that I was a type that I would choose other people than to choose my own family. You know, and so when I cut, you know, all that, then I started listening to what my wife had to say, listening to what my son had to say. And I said, you know what? Yeah. And that changed everything for me of the way I think. I don't know. It's just weird that, you know, you realize something before it's too late, and signs come in, and sometimes people don't take it serious and they lose everything. I got to that point too, where like, hey, I was batallando and whatnot. But at the end of the day, I guess I started listening to the fact that know your worth, because if you don't know your worth, people are going to take advantage of it.
It's true,
right?
That's true, man.
And yes, I got taken advantage of, which I will not get into, but I'm good right now, bro. Gracias a Dios. And people, you know, the problem is that a lot of people turn around and talk about your back. You know, they talk behind your back.
That shake your hand.
Oh yeah,
are the same ones. As soon as you walk out of the room, they'll talk about you. And you know what, Ricky? That's just.
But you know what, bro? And I was too nice. I got taken advantage of because I was too nice. And now that I know that all this is being said or whatever, right? Whatever the case is. I you know, it feels like shit, bro, because now when I shower, bro, I think to myself, why me, bro? I'm humble. Dude, anybody here on this platform here that knows me, I can actually ask them on there, how am I? What type of person I am? They'll tell you, bro, Ricky is fucking awesome, whatever, right? And now I had all this happen to me, and I'm like, why? Why me, bro? When I was like, and especially when I put other people in front than my family, then it's like, bro, that's crazy. Why me? But anyways, it is what it is, and we're good, bro. Estamos bien. And it goes back to having a strong woman behind you and beautiful kids and whatnot. And then him coming in, that's a different story, bro. It's crazy.
Well, I know he's here, bro, but I don't want to leave this out. Because you guys can't see the whole picture that we see, right? You really can't. And I've been sitting here listening to Ricky, and you know, he's played a couple of songs, and his younger son is literally standing at the door outside the studio steering, and he's singing these songs, right? And you, Ricky, you haven't looked that way, but I'm looking here, right? Yeah. And dude, let me tell you, bro. As a man with a lot of kids, 8 to be exact, right? That's awesome, bro. What you got right there for your son to be behind you, backing you up on the bajo, but even more for me because I could see him right there. Yeah. He is just enjoying every minute of seeing his dad, you know, with a light and a microphone and jamming out, bro. And you know what, Rick? There's nothing. I mean, every man goes through something in life, bro. Every man, and sometimes it's some people go through a lot. Some men go through stuff that's, you know, a lot harder than others. But at some point in time, you know, that's just life, bro. Right? Yeah. It's la vida. That's just how it is. You know, you keep bringing up your wife, so I know she means a lot to you.
Oh yeah.
And already. Me and your wife already we already clicked, bro.
Oh yeah,
we're homies.
I knew that.
The minute she asked me something, she said, "Oh, you were in the Marines?"
Yeah.
And then I told her, "Yeah, just for a little while." You know, I told her, right, 21 years, and that's it. It's not too long. And she's like, "Well, I was in the Army," and I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." So now she speaks my lingo.
I
like
when that happens because like it's kind of I don't know how can I explain this. To me, it's like embarrassing, like. When I see this happen all the time, and she's very antisocial in some points, right? But I always see like I know like in this instance I already knew you were, you know, and first of all, thanks to all our veterans for their service, of course, you know, and I know you're a veteran, so I knew that, and then so when she comes in, and I knew that was gonna come into where y'all would click in that aspect, right? So, and I'm just waiting for it. I was thinking to myself, when is it gonna happen? Yeah. But that happens all the time when we go somewhere and there's other veterans and whatever. And to me, it's embarrassing the fact that I wish I could say like I'm the veteran, you know. But
no. Hey, bro, but it's gotta be like, have you ever been like? All right, Crystal, well, I saw you talking to these people. When you go to my friends, they're not in the military. You don't want to talk, right? Yeah. But it's some military people. She's ready to let loose, right? Yeah. Hey, Ricky, you know what? Here's another new one. Here's another first for Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. I've never had a dependent.
La cagas, bro. Babe, you know what? Let's go. Hey, wait, no. Hey, wait, you know what? Hold on, wait. I have my fucking dependent card here, bro. I take it out. Well, it's already like crumbled already, but I take it out at Home Depot, bro.
And you get your military. No. You got to be mad too because all the movies are always. The military spouse is always the wife, right? Going through hell. What about the husbands that are married? Right? They never show those guys.
You know what? And before anything, I have allergies right now, and you know, so no, I can chingo de gente ahorita están pensando, you know what? Anyways, you know what I freaked out with, bro? In Germany, now I can do that comfortably because I reset it. In Germany, bro. I freaked out when I saw Crystal's like, let's go watch a movie. I said, yeah. And I was sitting down waiting for them, and the movie comes on. Well, the shit starts going, right? You know, sale la flag, and then everybody gets up, you know, to stand up, bro. And I was like, what the fuck's going on, right? And Crystal's like, get up. Like if you were in church, right? So they start doing the I guess the Pledge of Allegiance, whatever. And I was like, what the hell's going on? And it was the Pledge of Allegiance. And I'm like, why would they do that? But then I forgot I was on bass, right? And then I hear like a bell. What was that? What like on you're on bass, so you're not bell or
in the morning the reveille or what?
No, mame. Unfortunately, she would not hear that because she was all plastered, and I was drinking coffee in Germany. I thought about it. No, I'm joking, but yeah, it's crazy.
That's cool, man. That's a first on Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, man. If you guys just joined us, we're here with Ricky Guzman III from the 956, right by way of Edinburgh, Texas. Here on Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. Hey, if this is your first time watching, right? This is your first time watching because Ricky invited you to watch Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. We do this every single Wednesday, man. We bring in Conjunto artists, Tejano artists, Texas country artists, you name it. We bring them in here. If it has to do with our cultura, we bring them in and we have a good time, man. So Eddie, you know, Ricky, we here at Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, we love to support new music, bro. And me and Eddie are both fans of just new stuff, right? The old stuff is great.
Yeah.
We love the old music, but we love that there's a lot of new artists and a lot of new music coming out. And here at Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, we started something special, right? And tonight is brought to you by, I'm hoping I'm saying it, Soundwave, right? Soundwave Productions, right? Soundwave Productions, audio and lighting. Our good friend, Mr. Tejano G-Man, right? If you're looking for a sound system, for a festival, for anything like that, Soundwave Productions, audio and lighting, hit me up. I will direct you to G-Man. And we'll have his number up here pretty soon. But if you have anything going on and you need sound, if you have a party, you have a festival, you have anything like that, this dude, everybody knows G-Man, bro.
G-Man, I when I first met G-Man, and of course, special shout out to Soundwave Productions, Audio and Lighting, of course, you know, but this guy is amazing. But when I first met him, I believe it was, to me, it was in the Conjunto cruise with David. This guy takes all his stuff, and I saw him, bro, and I had heard his name before, you know, miré, and I said, nah, este guy is bien gacho. Like, that's the first thing when I saw him. Neta. And I believe Rick was there too. So anyways, G-Man was there, and he lo miré. I was like, this guy's an ass, bro. Like, you know, but then I got to meet him, and he's very cool, bro.
He's good,
but
fun.
Yes, and at the same time, amazing, bro, at what he does.
Professional at what he does, man.
Yes,
that's for sure.
yes.
So again, tonight's What's Bumper Bumpin' is brought to you by Soundwave Productions, audio and lighting. G-Man in the house. Thank you, G-Man, for sponsoring tonight's What's Bumper Bumpin'.
It's time to check out What's Bumper Bumping.
Para no pensar en ti, voy a irme lejos, lejos, donde no me hables de ti. A ver si así no pienso en ti, no pienso en ti. Para no pensar en ti, voy a irme lejos, lejos, basta arrancarte de mí. A ver si así no pienso en ti, no pienso en ti.
What's Bumper Bumping?
Get down, baby.
Una noche de mi vida te encontré por mi camino y no te puedo olvidar. Yo no sé si fue el destino el que quiso vernos juntos o fue la casualidad.
What's Bumper Bumping?
He sido tan cobarde, esperé tanto tiempo resignado. Hoy que al fin me brindaste tu cariño, con unos días sin verte estoy desesperado.
Qué impaciencia, Dios mío, estoy juntando mis mejores besos, mi pensamiento, mi tierna palabra, y entregarte mi amor en un suspiro.
And that is this week's What's Bumper Bumping.
Yeah, boy, that's what we're bumping this week, man. Retoño, David Lee, Miguel Hernandez. Come on, baby. Don't get no better than that. So you guys look forward to that every single week. We work hard at giving you guys some new music that's out there so you guys can go out there and check it out. That was brand new one by David Ligares Saludos Musicales, Retoño, and Miguel Hernandez. Un saludos to Miguel, man. Great guy. He texted me this morning. Super cool cat, man. If you guys haven't checked out his music, make sure you guys go out there and check it out. If you're just joining us, man, we're here live with Ricky Guzman III, all the way from Edinburgh, Texas, here in Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. I hope you guys are having a fantastic evening. I know I am. I'm in my second glass of. We're not drinking tequila tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We're drinking whatever's in this glass bottle over here. We're drinking it. It tastes good. Ricky's over there. He's babysitting the Ultra. It's almost menudo.
Man, you don't want me to get Ricky with my crunk with that.
So you guys want to hear another one? I want to hear another one. I want you guys to have a good time. Enjoy Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ricky Guzman.
Lo más nuevo. Let me see if I remember the lyrics.
Perdona si te ofenden mis palabras, pero te juro brotan de mi alma. Veces me he sido infiel, mi vida que esperabas. Pensaste encontrarme viviendo en un mar de llanto, pidiéndole a Dios un consuelo por quererte tanto. O tal vez pensaste encontrar un corazón derrotado, pero discúlpame mi amor, ni que valieras tanto, ni que valieras tanto, para llorarte noche, noche en mi cuarto, para perderme en el alcohol, como lo hacen tantos, pero discúlpame mi amor, ni que valieras tanto, chiquita. Pensaste encontrarme viviendo en un mar de llanto, pidiéndole a Dios un consuelo por quererte tanto. O tal vez pensaste encontrar un corazón derrotado, pero discúlpame mi amor, ni que valieras tanto, ni que valieras tanto, para llorarte noche, noche en mi cuarto, para perderme en el alcohol, como lo hacen tantos, pero discúlpame mi amor, ni que valieras tanto, ni que valieras tanto, para llorarte noche, noche en mi cuarto, para perderme en el alcohol, como lo hacen tantos, pero disculpa mi amor, ni que valieras tanto. Hey, bro.
I'm gonna, you know what? This goes to all the músicos. It's to me like, cause mind you, I haven't done this in a while. As far as like, como digo, this is the first time with somebody else interviewing me, whatever.
Yeah.
It's hard to do this porque it sounds we're in a live broadcast and it's not the same thing as playing live. But your atmosphere here makes me feel very, very comfortable. But the only thing is que like, and this is for the musicians que están mirando. They're probably thinking, oh, you know, and I'm very insecure myself all the time. I'm not really playing the way I should be, I guess, because of the backing tracks that I have. But I'm trying for all the people that like to hear our music.
You're trying
or whatever.
to stay with the track.
Yeah, but I'm trying in this hard way. Like I'm like, chingada, man. Háblale el DPS.
Hey,
decía mi
so,
jefe.
so what are you saying, dude? We're gonna have to get a drummer, a bass player, just to have
De
here. Like,
volada, ahorita le hablamos, shit, güey, de voladita. Le hablamos a Juanito Castillo. Hell yeah.
hell yeah! No man, un saludos to everybody watching, man. To my good friend from Chicago, Illinois, Miss Desi Betancourt Garcia, big fan. Her and her husband are big fans of Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. They have a big part of my heart there in the Midwest. Thank you, Desi, for tuning in. I also saw people from Partier, California, tuning in. Have you ever played there, Ricky?
We were in California. We went to, babe, where was it at?
Bakersfield, Visalia? Partier?
Oh, in Simi Valley.
Simi Valley.
Simi Valley.
Okay.
Boss, you've been to California?
I lived half my life there.
You know what? I freaked out, bro. The man that took us out there, it was for a private party. Saludos para la familia Ramos, con todo respeto. Man, I love those people. They're awesome. He told me, Ricky, nunca has venido a Simi Valley? And he saw me at a gig in San Antonio. It was for a private. And he told me, te voy a llevar para allá. You don't even know what you're missing out. I said, está bueno. Pues I said, oh, you know, it's cool. But he calls, bro, and he books us to go over there. So we flew over there. We got an Airbnb, la chingada. And me dice, a ratito, cuando se acabe, I believe it was not a wedding. It was a party. It was just a regular birthday party. He's like, later on tonight, we're gonna go after party at my house, and you're gonna freak out with the Santa Ana winds, right? Mm-hmm. And I was like, what the fuck is that, bro? Like I got scared. Va a salir un diablo.
Hey, it is. That's what it is. That's what we call it in Cali. It's
bro.
the devil wins, man. It's hot,
dude. We were drinking. We were playing pool at Mr. Ramos's house, at his neighbor or whatever, right? It started getting like real freaky, bro. I was like, what is it? Because at that time I would drink a lot of Fireball.
To make you worse.
I was like, what the hell's going on, bro? And so, ya para las 4 de la morning, everybody took off. And in the valley, bro, back in the day, it was like, no, hasta las 7, 8. Prendíamos el bote a las 5 de la mañana, haciendo puro brisket ends. And allá, no, 4 almost, let's go.
Hey, brisket in Cali that's not a popular thing.
You know what, bro? It's,
Tri-tip.
Yes.
In California, they like tri-tips.
Yes, bro.
They smoke tri-tip. They don't do like brisket and stuff like that. Like, if you guys are from South Texas, if you see, I don't know if you cook your sausage like this, but when I barbecue, yo nomás agarro el paquete y lo pongo ahí con plástico y todo el pedo. Have you ever seen people do that? They put the plastic on the thing y ya cuando está like, you see it kind of plump, I take the plastic off and it just get toasted. Well, when you do that over there, people look at you like,
yes.
¿Qué chingo tienes? Like, what are you doing? It's in the plastic.
My compadre Jesse, saludos a Jesse in Washington. He's the one that introduced me to tri-tip. Because, going back to what you were saying, like your guys' onda in the valley is very unique or different, whatever you want to call it. It is. As far as one of the main things is the food. So we would go to like Michigan, and believe it or not, me and Crystal, when baby Ricky was ta chiquito, mijo, we would go and work in the Blueberry in Michigan, in West Olive, Michigan. And for like the second year that we went, llevamos carne de aquí, del Aguilar's meat market in the valley.
So you would go work, hold on, I want to slow you down. So you would go work Blueberries?
Yeah.
And this is after you were married to military?
This was after the military, yeah. So I didn't let her extend her contract para ir a jalar en la Blueberry and what? No.
Hey, Ricky, so you would pick blueberries, bro?
So we worked in the actual, and it's crazy because I don't know if I can say it or not, pero
you can say whatever you want, bro.
La familia Chavez from Palmview, Texas. Saludos a Leandro and all them. We had a connection to go over there. It's como la política. You have to know somebody to
get
right?
in there, right?
So we got offered, hey, ¿por qué no van a jalar en la Blueberry? Crystal's sister, Lori, back in the day when she was, with her kids were already growing up, ellos trabajaban, they had a connection over there. So they offered us, and I said, well, let's go. So we get to Michigan, and the main guy was Mr. Chavez. I guess his son, Leandro, was like the main guy that would take care of the whole factory, right? And we were going to like, hey, van a ir a trabajar piscando, right? And 1 year we got to go to the fields. Yeah, we got to like, get that atmosphere and whatnot. But most of the time that we went to go work was in the factory. I was a forklift driver. So that was one of those positions where, like, if you were new, you were gonna go and pick and whatever, right?
You weren't driving no forklift.
Well, yeah, exactly, right? So I get there, and this is gonna get to something that I never in my mind would have thought. So we get there, and that guy Leandro tells me, "You're Ricky?" Yeah, okay, me dijeron que eras tú, whatever. And he was very serious, bro, like real, like intimidating, right? Okay. Y decían, Leandro, ese es, engacho, que whatever, está bueno. Forklift. And I was like, okay, I didn't think anything, right? So these guys started hating on me, like, and I was like, what's wrong with these guys? Pues it's the fact that I got that position, and it was not easy. Well, later on, Crystal was like, had a línea también, and she would work like the lines, had a good position, not just picking whatever. So later on, I find out that that guy Leandro calls me. He's like, hey, apa quiere hablar contigo. Don Fidel Chavez. They're from Palmview. I was like, okay. Don Fidel Leandro was intimidating. Don Fidel was like the top guy, right?
He was the godfather.
Yeah. I was like, oh, why does he want to speak to me? So I go. He's not there. No está aquí, se fue. A rato va y te mira. Está bueno. So I go back to the factory, go back to work, and then they call me, Don Fidel quiere hablar con usted, and he's in a truck like that, waiting for me. And I said, va a salir un cartel aquí, me van a matar o algo, bro, Me dice, yeah, I go and make contact with him. He's like, tú eres Ricky Guzman? Yeah. Te voy a decir una cosa. Tu abuelito, una bestia ese señor. Ricardo Guzman y sus tres. When he was saying Ricardo Guzman, I was like, boom. Dije, fuck, yeah, I got it made. Because that happens, right? So I'm like, ¿usted conoce a mi abuelo? He's like, ¿tu abuelo tocó en la boda de Leandro, de Fidel Jr.? He started naming all his sons. He's got like 10 sons. My grandma paid in every fucking wedding of their sons, bro. I'm like, what the hell, bro? Bro, I'm not going to lie. We had a cabin house. Like, and it sucks to say this because I'm not one to be materialistic and whatnot. But so the people that would go work, they would stay at the campo, and we had a cabin house, bro. Like, it was like preference, like, whatever. But because of my grandfather. And it's crazy because, like, I don't take advantage of that, of course, right? But the man's like, tu abuelo. And every day, bro, he would go and talk to me. Tu abuelo. And they're like, why is Fidel talking to Ricky?
And the workers hating on you.
Yes, bro, because he wouldn't talk to anybody, And so, yeah, bro, it was crazy porque that nos pasó. So we were blessed and fortunate enough to go and work over there in Michigan. And yeah, we got to work there at Brady Farms in Michigan.
Dude, that's amazing, bro. And you know what, man? For me to hear that, for you to see and be in that atmosphere, and you know what, not to go in that direction, but, your wife served her country, man.
Yeah.
Went to Iraq. You know what I mean? Active duty, and then you get out and you go work in that environment, regardless of what it is. I mean, I can imagine her life probably tenía el drill sergeant hat allá, así, but
she was making the pictures do push-ups and shit.
That's not full enough. Drop down and give me 10 right now.
Hey, real quick before I forget. So baby Ricky's small at this point.
Yeah.
So he goes to the blueberries. The trees were in the back. He goes and gets a blueberry. He starts eating them. Le gusta. Le pegó un chorro de amar el cabrón. Dejó el pamper bien feo. Anyways, but those are the memories, bro, that we have.
Yeah, Ricky, the thing and you're wearing a blue shirt, vato. No.
You know what, bro? I'm going to tell you, I'm very glad to be here with you because I've never said this. These what I'm talking about right now, I've never said it. Because, mind you, this is something that I planned when I was showering yesterday. Like, what to tell you and what to talk about. And Crystal told me, no te vayas a soltar mucho because te van a sacar algo que it's going to look bad. I don't give a no.
Hell yeah,
you know
Crystal, you heard that? You don't give a
so people can know what we've been through. Nobody really knows all these stories, and the fact that that I'm here with you doing this is awesome, bro, porque and I'm not saying that I'm somebody big to be saying that, no. Just the fact that I'm expressing myself, and this is awesome that I can tell you all these little stories.
No, so. You know what, Ricky? What I find amazing, bro, is that literally you've seen firsthand how hard our cultura and how hard our people work, man. Yeah. You know what I mean? In the world that we live in today, it's just so crazy. But that's why when you started saying when you went to the Peace Cutter for Blueberry, I was like, wait, hold up. Was this after? Because for me, that's
Yeah.
I wouldn't see a family that's already been to Germany
Right.
and doing this, but they return back home and then they go back to working in this kind of environment. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
Yeah.
But you know, the fact that your grandfather laid this, he laid it out for you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Not very, very huge to where like we're millionaires or whatever, but he brought me up to where like he would always tell me respect, and love your people and whatever. And yes, like I think I'm blessed to have him as a grandfather, and I'm very blessed to have his blood. Like, and that's what we're doing, like continuing the legacy and whatnot. You know.
And you brought that up, right? You always hear me show love to the Midwest, right? Mm-hmm. And I could never, you know, I shout out to a good friend of mine named James Bittencourt. He's from Michigan. He lives in Toledo, Ohio now. His family's from the Valley, but his last name was Bittencourt.
Bittencourt,
and
Edinburgh
there's
is
Bittencourt, right?
Yeah.
And so he's like, yeah, man. I said, where you from, bro? He goes, I'm from Michigan. I used to be, and dude, I grew up in Beeville, bro. Like, small town. And he's like,
y'all have a football team?
Slow your roll, baby. It's Trojan country,
you know what?
over
Yeah,
here,
Crystal, take this away from me. Ahorita vamos a sacar la M50.
So I told him, I said, James, wait a minute. You can't be Mexican and be from Michigan. Again, you're talking about the early 90s, mid 90s. No internet, no like I grew up here in South Texas. This is all I know, right? Mm-hmm. I didn't think that there's Mexicans outside of California and Texas, New Mexico, and Arizona, right?
You'll be surprised.
So I'm talking to this guy. He's like, yeah, I'm from Michigan, and I'm just like, all right, dude, whatever. Maybe your parents made it all the way up there. Like shit, you know what I mean? Like ours stopped in South, they stopped in South Texas.
It's all due to that. What we're talking about.
So that's where I'm going. It's like I never knew, and so it led me. And then when I started doing the show, and I started going to the Midwest, and I started talking to these families, like, you know, how did this family, how did the Mancha family end up in Ohio? Yeah. How you know, just so many. And then I went to the Milwaukee Mexican Fiesta. That's where I was just like, wait a minute, hold up. You mean to tell me the largest Mexican fiesta in the United States of America is held in Milwaukee, Wisconsin? Yeah. When you tell people that, bro, they freak out.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So again, when this guy's telling me this, and I'm like, there's no way. Shout out to Stevie Perales. You know Stevie Perales? Midwest
Steve,
Conjunto Promotions. We're going to be out there with Tiger. We're going to be out there with Tiger here in May. We'll talk about that when it gets a little closer, but un saludos to him. He always shows love to Conjunto music. He loves Conjunto music, man.
He's an awesome
and
guy,
Stevie's taking me up there to host a few shows. And
you went to
I just went
last year?
this year with Chago.
I saw that.
Yeah, with Chago. So it was a good time. Yeah. But where I'm going is it's like I didn't know that, bro. I didn't know that Raza worked for years, and people, instead of coming back and forth, they finally say, you know what, we're staying in Michigan, or we're staying in Wisconsin, we're staying in Illinois. And that's where they stayed. But guess what they brought with them? The love for Conjunto music.
Yes, the music.
You know, I talked to some people from Parlier, California. Yeah. And they throw a big Conjunto I'm talking huge Conjunto festival. And I'm like, man, I lived in California. If I would have played some Conjunto in San Clemente, California, or San Diego, the people would have been like, what the hell are you listening to? You know what I mean? Yeah. But for them, they know everybody. They know all the Conjunto acts. So un saludos to them. It's awesome, bro. It's awesome. I think here in the Valley, Texas in general, we get spoiled, right? Yeah. We live in our little world, in our little dome. And we don't think that there's anything outside of that. Or at least for me. I'm speaking for myself.
I was one to think like that. California, that was where I actually realized it. Saludos para la familia Barrera, Ives and the guys, Rudy and all them. They took us out there to play. It was us and Rubén de la Cruz. And we went out there. And I was like, God damn, bro, that's crazy. That's where I first saw it. This was many years ago. People from the Valley. People, you know what? It's crazy. There's a lot of people from El Cauchelso, vato, in outside the state of Texas. You know, there is. Yo soy de El Cauchelso, And I don't know, for some reason, there's a lot of people, but I guess because of that area, the Delta area, a lot of people would work in the fields back in the, you know, and it's,
By
but
seasons,
it's
right? By seasons, they would move.
Muchos se quedaron allá.
Yeah,
You know?
like my wife's family, they're from Florida. You know, I got stationed in an Air Force base, a Marine on Air Force base, and I show up to Florida, and I'm thinking, okay, Cubans and Puerto Ricans and some salsa merengue music. Bro, there is generations of Chicanos in Florida, just like there is here in Texas, bro.
Yeah.
Why? Same thing.
Yeah.
They went over there for strawberries, for tomatoes, for oranges, you know what I mean? And they stayed there.
Yeah.
And they love Tejano and Conjunto music. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, for sure.
So it's super awesome, man. You know, the fact that you got to see that part of life, even after the living in Germany and seeing that part of the world. Your son's here, and you talked a little bit about how it makes you feel to have your son playing with you. When did you decide, or was that something that you had to talk to Crystal about and be like, hey man, I'm thinking about bringing Mijo with me, or was your wife like, nah, chale, none of my kids are being musicos? Like, hell no, that ain't happening.
You know, honestly, Crystal is very supportive of that. So we'll leave that at that, right? But this, I think things happen for a reason. So real quick, and this will lead on to how this happened. When my grandfather passed away, 2004, I believe it was, my dad was my grandpa's right-hand man. Ese vato would always say, I will never leave my jefito. Never. So, you know, being that, when my grandpa got Lou Gehrig's disease, and he suffered a lot, you know, towards the end, but he lived a beautiful life and whatnot, but my dad took care of him. And when he moved into his house to take care of him and watch him to his last breath, that's where I realized where he really meant saying, I will always be I will never leave my jefito alone. At first, it was like, because I left the Conjunto when I started playing professionally with him to go play with a different band, big band, and on the road and whatnot. So my dad would always say, yo nunca dejaré a mi jefito, in a good way. And when that happened, that lo cuidó to his last breath, that's when I realized my dad really meant that, right? But then when my grandfather passed away, mi jefito was very, very, I guess, depressed and whatnot. And he went through a lot. And I didn't realize what he had lost, you know? So me being on the road and all that for a couple years, and my grandpa, I show up to his house and, you know, my dad's there just, he's just sleeping. Tu papá no se quiere levantar and whatever, right? So it's like, man, what's wrong with my dad? So I talked to him and, no, I'm fine. My dad was always the type kid, yo estoy bien, you know? So I said, no, something's not right. But then something came to my attention that, you know, he missed my grandpa. And I realized, pues, that was his right-hand man, bro, and he doesn't have anything else to do as far as playing music, which is his passion. So I go to his house and I tell him, hey, Dad, how does Tres Flores go? And I grab my grandfather's accordion. And mind you, at this point, I don't know anything on the accordion. Nada. So...
Wait, zero. Nothing.
Nada. O sea, I knew one polka. Tan, 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 tan. Rubén de la Cruz showed me that polka. Tan, tan, tan. No Laredo. Tan, 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 ta, 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 with two fingers. That was it. But I hated the accordion. My grandpa would always tell me, mijo, gara el accordion. And I was like, I would just see a chingos of buttons. I'm like, fuck that. I don't want to play that shit because it's too much for me. Neta. So I never listened to my grandfather.
Yeah.
Right? So that day I showed to my dad, hey, dame el accordion, which is this black one right here. ¿Cómo van las Tres Flores? And my dad would always be the type that he would always be chiflando. So, okay. And I grab it and, okay, whatever. And then he gets the bajo and I learned the Tres Flores. And I would play the intro, and then when he would start singing, I would just stop because I didn't know how to do it. I was just like, fuck, I don't know how the fuck I'm going to do that. But at least I took out the intro. So I learned that song in one day. And then a week later, I go on the road again. And then a week later, I come back. And I said, you know what? I need to start doing this so my dad can get up. He's not right. So, apa, ¿cómo va? ¿Qué te parece? And aquí. So, long story short, by him chiflándome las canciones, I started taking them out. Dos dedos y luego comencé. So, 6-7 months later, we record the first Conjunto album in tributo a Ricardo Guzman Sr. 6 months later, in his house, we build a studio, and I record that album. I mean, of course, puro punching in, bam, 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 stop, bam, 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 right? So whatever the fuck. And then after that week that we recorded that album, Dad's like, hey, we'll agarrar una tocada. And I said, fuck no, I can't. No, hell no. Sí. So, hey, bro, I was like, fuck it, ni modo. We played at the 77 Ballroom in San Benito, Texas. We played 2 hours straight, bro, and I was like, God damn. We repeated one or two songs maybe like 5 times. And so after that, bro, se arrancó el pedo. So my dad got up, and then, he was good. We recorded albums. We played. We got to go to Mexico. We created something that was scary to me, because at one point we were like, shit, you put us wherever you want to put us, and we got it. We weren't, but I was always the type, vámonos, we'll do this to the, and my dad would told me, don't do that, because karma's a bitch. He would always tell me, can I say bad words on here? No.
Yeah, you can say whatever the F you want. I don't say it because there's some people on YouTube, me hacen garras, bata. No, afterwards you're like, what? Must you cuss? I'm like,
yeah, I got a lot of that before. So that happened, and he told me, don't be like that. So I was like, that one. So I'm playing, and the accordion just tears. He's like, I told you. So after that, I learned my lesson. Anyways, long story short, so my dad passes away. Y estoy batallando. I'm just like, shit, I don't know what to do. So I got to the point where I got so used to my dad. And mind you, my dad was a Conjunto. So after the All-Stars ended and all that stuff, we continued with Conjunto, and we started doing really good, whatever. And then I told my dad, hey, I want to still do the Ricky Guzman, the third thing. No, a mí no me vas a hacer tocar Tejano. A mí me caen mal los teclados. And he would just be like that. He was the type that he didn't like Tejano.
No keyboards.
He loved his bajo, his conjunto. Mind you, I would always stick to my dad to the end. Hey, that's his way of thinking, and that was my way of thinking, right?
Yeah.
So, I converted him to doing that, and then we started playing with the All-Stars, with Ricky Guzman out there in the All-Stars, whatever, and he joins the band, and we go, whatever. So we created a chemistry, bro. Like, it was very weird. So long story short, then, ya me hace falta. He passes away unexpectedly and whatever. And just to tell you the truth in a nutshell, what it means to have him next to me, he revived me from the problems and the position that I was in at one point, doing very bad. He's the one that picked me up. And now I see what my dad would say, like, he's very proud of your Ricky Guzman III. Your dad, you don't even know how proud your dad was of you. Now I see what my dad felt, And to me, it's like, I always tell Crystal, hey, you know what, babe? You don't understand what musicians feel when they're on stage. Now, there is bands that will just get together and play, and it's like, boom, let's go, and we're ready, and get the fuck out of here. No, our band, and I know some bands that are out there, feel this chemistry. It's an energy, bro. And when I have him next to me playing, I see my dad, bro. And people tell me, hey, igualito a Nune, because they would call my dad Nune. Exactly. And it's just like, man, me da chingo de cosa, like, man, beautiful. It feels good. I feel alive again. And at the same time, it's like, now I know what my dad was talking about. Like, him, I'm super proud of this guy. I'm going to tell you before anything that I don't honestly know.
That's my boy.
Was that Crystal?
No.
I thought it was Crystal that farted.
Damn, Crystal.
I honestly don't know any 15-year-old that plays the bajo the way he does. The way el plomeo que tiene. To me, I don't know. It's weird, but I like to rellenar when it feels dry, and he does it, and he executes. He's got feeling. I honestly, I mean, yes, but Conjunto Tejano, the way he plays it, to me, he plays like my dad. He's getting there.
¿Canta o no?
Su mamá quiere que agarre el mic, pero todavía
Hey,
no.
I can tell you who sings, homie. that little one right there, bro.
Yes.
Hey, ¿cómo se llama el chiquito?
Evan.
Hey, bro. Dude, it was making my heart smile, bro, to see him singing your song like word after word after word. And hey, me and him were looking. Eddie didn't have me on camera, right? He only had you. But me and him were like in sync, and we were jamming out, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And you know, these are the things that you guys don't never get to see. You know, if it wasn't for Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, these are some of the stories that you never get to see, or some of the feelings that you'll never hear. You know what I mean? And the fact that Ricky's here, we might go over. I can tell you, we're gonna go over. He came from the 956. We're gonna have a good time. Eddie, we couldn't do a lot. We couldn't do our show without the help of a bunch of sponsors, man.
Yeah.
So I want to thank everybody that's out there supporting Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. If you're a small business, you're a big business, you're a corporation, and you want to promote on Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, make sure you hit us up. Let us know. Hit it, Eddie.
Looking to purchase your dream home or what to sell your existing home? Call our friend Ricky Ray, the realtor, at 956-424-5724. He will help you get approved. No credit, low credit, no problem. So give him a call today at 956-424-5724.
Hey guys, it's Leo Correa with Grupo La Calma and Internet and Marketing Manager here at Ron Hoover RV and Marine Center in Odessa, Texas. Our General Manager, Mr. Anthony Patterson, a huge fan of Tejano music. So we are proud to announce that we are proud sponsors of the Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. Every Wednesday, guys, if you know anyone, family member, friends that is in the market right now, make sure you come by and visit us here at Ron Hoover RV and Marine Center in Odessa, Texas. You can visit us online, www.ronhoover.com. If you're in the market for a fifth wheel, we have both C classes, A classes. We have travel trailers, everything that you need to make memories with your family. Come by over here. We're located at 1529 East 2nd Street. 1529 East 2nd Street here in Odessa, Texas, or give me a call. Our cell phone number is 210-906-3796. We're here for you guys, and come by and see why everyone's talking about Ron Hoover of Odessa, Texas, your West Texas. Yes, guys. Vámonos.
Are you a disabled veteran unsure if you're receiving all the benefits you deserve? Contact Just for Veterans, Coach Retired Sergeant Major United States Marine Corps, Oscar Ornelas at 951-388-4072. With a deep passion for serving veterans from all branches, he specializes in VA ratings to ensure you receive what you've earned for serving our nation. At Just for Veterans, getting your disability claim processed is now straightforward, thanks to our veteran design system. Don't delay. Book your consultation today with Oscar Ornelas at 951-388-4072. Remember to mention you've seen this ad on Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. Just for Veterans, if you don't win your claim, you don't owe us anything. Your benefits matter, and we're here to help.
Lleva tu música al siguiente nivel con bajos sextos M3, bajos sextos y bajo quintos, 100% profesionales, hechos a mano con la mejor calidad, perfectos para cubrir todas tus necesidades musicales y a precios accesibles. Llama ahora al 2102-041903 o búscalos en Facebook e Instagram. Bajo Sextos M3. La música comienza aquí.
Imagine a porch that protects itself, a door that locks on its own. Imagine being in two places at once, lights that work like magic. Imagine what you could do in a home like that. Now, stop imagining. Call Laura Hernandez at 210-262-8402 to start protecting your family and home with Vivint today.
Ballroom, man. Jay Perez, La Fiebre, Marisela Hernandez doing some awesome Laura Canales tribute. It's going to be an awesome night. February 14th on Valentine's Day, Friday, February 14th, 7 p.m., right? Randy's Ballroom right here in San Antonio, Texas. The Voice, Mr. Jay Perez, La Fiebre, Maricela Hernandez. Make sure you guys go out there and check it out. It's going to be a good time. We'll be talking about this in the coming weeks. So again, if you're not doing nothing on Valentine's Day, Randy's Ballroom, Jay Perez, La Fiebre, and Maricela Hernandez. Hey, hey, bro, you know what? This song right here, dude. This is my absolute favorite song that you do.
Which one?
And I'm gonna just play a little bit because I don't want him to kick us off. Let's see if it plays.
Oh.
Yeah, look at Eddie. Look at Eddie. You see Eddie's face already?
Chiquita.
Cuánto sufro al recordarte. Yo no sé de qué manera voy a hacer para olvidarte. Y te juro que lo intento, aunque siento que me muero. Tu cariño me hace daño. No comprendo ir a buscarte. Tu cariño está tan lejos y lo siento tan cercano, aunque siento que me muero. Y te juro que a veces me desaro por besarte. Y aunque vivas con otro amor, no dejaré de amarte. Me está doliendo el corazón de tanto amarte. Me está doliendo el corazón por recordarte. Y sin embargo prefiero morir que dejar de amarte, chiquita. Y te juro que a veces me desaro por besarte. Ya aunque vivas con otro amor, no dejaré de amarte. Me está doliendo el corazón por tanto amarte. Me está doliendo el corazón por recordarte. Y sin embargo prefiero morir que dejar de amarte. Que dejar de amarte.
Oh shit.
Ricky. Hijo de su chinga.
No, but
Damn, bro. I've been jamming that song for the last 4 days in my car. But that beats it right there. That takes the cake right there.
Thank you,
Hey,
bro.
that was a special one for my he's not my friend. Right? But that was out to J.S. Carpenter. That song was just for you, sir. Everybody's loving you in the comments. Keep them coming. We're good, man. It's all good.
Para
Help us out.
Mónica Rodriguez, Alfred Wizard in the house. Para Vicente.
Vicente Esquivel?
Hell yeah, my boy.
Hey, where's he from?
Of course, Beeville.
Yeah.
De la Máquina María. You know, Vicente. I'm going to say something real quick. As far as Beeville, bro, I would never in my life would have thought that we would have ever played there before.
Really?
You know what? And it's crazy. And this is the reason why I say this. Victoria, we had never ever played there before. It's like Laredo. I've never played there. Con el Conjunto Tejano nada, nunca hemos tocado ahí. But Victoria, we actually got the chance to play there not too long ago, like 2 or 3 times already. Pero Beeville, man, we met some beautiful people. Saludos a la familia Menchaca, and of course Joe and all the good people from over there. And then of course after that we met Vicente, and his family. And he took us out there. But we first started going to Beeville at a certain time where I was like, man, I freaked out. Like I didn't even know people love Conjunto or Tejano there in Beeville, bro. I guess I hadn't gone out enough with a Conjunto. You know what I mean?
78102, baby.
Yeah, bro. And it's badass, bro. I love Beeville. It's awesome. And saludos a toda la gente de Beeville and of course para Vicente and all the good people.
I'm having a good time, ladies and gentlemen. Again, if you're joining this late, man, you're here with Ricky Guzman III, all the way from the 956. So everybody that's used to us getting off at 9:30, hey, we started a little bit late.
Yeah.
So we're gonna end a little
Thanks
bit late.
to my fault.
Yeah, no. It's all good. Yeah. Ricky, you're the reason that I love doing what I do. Ricky Guzman III, we said it earlier, underrated. Severely underrated. Right? You can blame this person, that person, whatever. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. But what I want people to know is like, hey man, he's here. He's got brand new music. He's got older music that you guys can download. He's got a band. You guys can go out there and support him when he's out there doing his shows. And again, we say this all the time. If you own a club in Houston and Victoria and Corpus, right? All these places, man. This dude is bad, bro. This dude is freaking amazing. I promise you, right? But it's up to you. It's up to the fans to go out and tell the people who own these places, like, hey, man, I heard this guy, Ricky Guzman. I mean, maybe you've heard of him, but I've never heard of him, and I want to see him here at my local establishment, right? And reach out, man. Show him some love. Greatly appreciate it. Ricky, you mentioned earlier that you left your pops and you went on your own you kind of did your own thing. Hey, bro, we're not talking about people that you played with that were as my boy Joey Jams would say, kind of chops a little bit.
Chops.
No, these people were.
Yeah, well, so
who are some of the big timers that you played with?
I started playing with my grandfather, like around 7 or 8. Like de vez en cuando I would fill in a couple of songs. And after that, I started playing the drums. The drums was my main instrument. And you know what, bro? So this goes on to who I played for. So I don't know if I can say this or not. Crystal se va a enojar. Well, she knows the story. So like as far as when I first started playing, I was at Super Splash in Edinburgh. And I was there and I was a very big fan of Jennifer Peña. And she played at Super Splash and she's like playing and whatever. And she's waving, right? And I was way in the back, whatever, and I was like, oh, she's waving at me, whatever. Yeah. So, so I
yeah, it's me, she's waving at me.
with a military sponsor ID. Wait, so
I got medical benefits.
Crystal was in the picture. No, and I was young, bro. I was like maybe like 12, whatever, right? So and it's weird because so then after that they invite me to go see Bobby Pulido soundcheck. At that time, bro, Bobby had his 18-wheelers and whatever, right? And they set up the production. Tava Albert on the congas. Davey Torreira, saludos para mi Davey. And so that's when I was like, God, these guys are professional. Bobby was top pegando. He's doing really good now también, right? So all that happened in Super Splash. So when I saw Jennifer, I said, Lalito Reina was playing the drums. I'll never forget. He had a blonde hair, and he was wearing a leather vest. Anyways, saludos a Lalito.
Hey, you gotta explain everything.
Yeah, bro, neta, it's crazy. Anyways,
Lalo had blonde hair, and I had a leather vest.
Long story short, so I said, you know what? I would love to play with Jennifer Peña on the drums like one of these days. Whatever. So that was pasó. So one day, bro, somebody had told me, hey, they're gonna be looking for a drummer. I was like, what? Yeah. So I got on the phone book, bro. I opened the phone book and I was 15. I opened the phone book and I looked they had told me that her father was a gynecologist in Corpus. So I go to Corpus, Yellow Pages, whatever. I got Jaime Peña. Boom. I call him. Sir, who are you? I'm Ricky and I want to try out for the band. All right, well, I'll have somebody call you. I'm busy right now. Bye. So I guess he got my number and Roger Peña calls me. He's like, hey, bro, what's your name, Ricky? Whatever. We're going to have tryouts this day, whatever. So Roger goes and he calls me and he sets me up for an appointment. My cousin JJ Vela, that que en paz descanse, he's the one that took me to Corpus. All along, bro, they didn't know I was 15 years old para comenzar. So I go in and I try out, and I went to try out on the congas because supposedly they already had a drummer.
Yeah.
So I was like, that bueno. So I tried out, whatever, and then for some reason the drummer that was there and he left or something happened. So they're like, do you play drums? I'm like, yeah, I'll try. So I got up and I played, you're in, whatever. So I started playing with Jennifer Peña, and I played with her like 3.5 years, 4 years around there. And then after that, I got out with Jennifer. And then they called me that Bobby was looking for a guitar player and a bajo player. And I said, fuck it, let me try it. So I go on the road with Bobby back in 2007. Bro, we're playing every day in Mexico, United States, Mexico. It was like crazy. Wait, no, wait, I'm lying. Wait, no. No. So after Jennifer, Roger calls me, how are you doing, Wade? He's like, I'm calling you because I know that you can do this. I'm lying. It wasn't Bobby. He's like, there's a group that's looking for a bajo player, un bajo player right now. The bajo player just got out, and I want to see if you can do it. I'm going to get you in contact. So I start talking to this guy. He's like, sí, yo soy el manejador del grupo Palomo. Y estamos buscando un bajista. And I'm like, okay. He's like, ve si compra los 5 CDs que tienen, aprenda estas canciones, and necesitamos un bajista, y cuando las agarres me confirmas y en la mañana te vas para Vegas. Dije yo, okay. I was always real atrevido, bro. Like I was, so I said, está bueno.
Palomo,
yes.
homie.
Yeah, at this point, like, I kind of like, well, shit, I don't even know what the fuck I'm getting myself into, but, yo no toca mucho.
Yeah.
So I start learning the songs. So us as Tejanos, what do we think bajo is?
Bajo sexto. Right.
Well, I learned all the songs on bajo sexto.
But a bajo's a bass, though.
Yeah, so I learned all the songs after in the morning. I call, ya tengo, y dice, okay, tócalas. He's like, ¿por qué soy como una guitarra quinta or whatever? Pues me dijiste bajo. He said, no, bajo eléctrico, bass. I'm like, dude, I've been studying these fucking songs all night long on the fucking bajo, bro. Hijo su pinche madre. Hey, bro. So so I get a bass, I take off. I said, these guys don't know that I don't know the songs, but I'm going to put it off somehow. So while flying, I'm listening to the bass parts, whatever. I get to the room and boom, 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 whatever. I knew I had it covered.
Yeah.
So then I meet the first guy that I meet was my compadre Heriberto Eguía. And I was fucking a super fan of that guy. He's a monster, bro, that guy.
Yeah.
And, ¿cómo estás? Bien. Tú eres el bajista que no... Yeah. Okay, bye. He me cierra la puerta. I'm like, dude, I look up to this guy and he's treating me like shit, bro. He's an ass, right? And then he opens the door. He's like, no te creas, pásale, compadre.
Wait, so he left you was it the hotel?
Yes, it's
so
the hotel.
So you just stand in the hallway looking to the left and right, like, what the hell just happened?
I was like, and mind you, I mean, with Jennifer, we go on the road. So, yeah, I started with Jennifer. And then after that, I went with Palomo. And I get to Vegas. That was my first show with them in Vegas, in Las Vegas, at the Flamingo Hotel, Casino Hotel. They had a lady. Because, venga pa acá, she goes to my room and measures my waist and all that. What is she doing? Well, she's going to make an outfit for you real quick. So she makes a coat, whatever. And I started playing with him for like about 1.5 years. I started playing with Palomo. And then after that, I got out. And then...
Ricky, you say this so nonchalantly, bro. Like, I played with Palomo for like 1.5 years, bro.
Pues
like,
no,
bro,
just...
Palomo is like...
I honestly didn't know what I had gotten myself into, like, for real, bro. Yeah. And let me tell you, like, it was... But, I got to experience, like, everything. So then after that, then I got offered the position with Bobby. and then, dude, that was tiring but great freaking times. Bobby is awesome, bro. And to this day, he'll still they'll call me like, "Hey, Bobby wants to see, or can you help him out?"
And what did you play for Bobby?
The guitar and the bajo.
Okay.
So after I was playing with him full time, I just got tired. I was like, you know what, Bobby, thank you, man, whatever. And I went to college after that. I only did a couple of semesters and I got out. Puro remedial classes. So then after that, they call me. So a lot of people don't know on the YouTube live that he does in Vegas. That's actually me on the guitar. That shit has like 1 million some views and whatever, right? And I saw Jimmy, his manager, his uncle.
Jimmy Montes.
Yeah, I actually helped out the South Texas homies on vocals. Yo también me traí para eso. Mikey was out with the South Texas homies, so Anthony calls me, "Can you help us out?" We played at Billy Bob's, bro. Dude, I was like, no mames, it was huge. It was awesome. I had a great time. But anyways, I saw Jimmy there. He tells the guitar player of Bobby, he's like, "You know this guy?" "No, I don't know who this guy is." And he's like, "That's Ricky Guzman." "Well, I don't know who he is." He's like, "Well, he's the guy that comes on YouTube." "Oh shit." So I guess that's how people sometimes
musicians recognize
you.
For sure. Yeah. And speaking of Bobby Pulido, ladies and gentlemen, it's almost that time of year again. The Memorial Weekend Bash, the biggest Tejano festival in the state of Texas, again returns to the big city of Victoria, Texas. Man, I can't wait to be there. Salazar Promotions, right there. The Memorial Weekend Bash. Look who's right there on top, right there, bro.
Ex-boss.
El Bobby Pulido, Michael Salgado, Marcos Orozco, AJ Castillo, Gary Hobbs, Stephanie Montiel, David Farias, Ricky Naranjo, Los Gamblers, the hardest working band, Los Conjunto Cats, my homie Mike Gonzalez and the Iconics, Eric y Grupo Mazore. You're not going to want to miss it. 3 nights, 3 days of awesome Tejano, Conjunto, Cumbia, you name it, everything underneath the stars. Victoria, Texas is the place to be, man. May 23rd to May 25th. My good friend, Mr. Frank Salazar Promotions. It's going to be a great, great event. So if you guys are watching from outside of the state of Texas, you're looking for something to get into, right? What do we do in May? Get your flights now. I don't know if you want to fly into Victoria. I didn't even know Victoria had an airport, bro.
I'm not even going to comment on that.
So you go to Corpus, Houston, or San Antonio, right? But May 23rd through May 25th, you're not going to want to miss it. Again, Bobby Pulido, Michael Salgado, Marcos Orozco, just to name a few. It's going to be a good time. Sponsored by our good friend, Mr. Frank Salazar and Salazar Promotions.
Hell yeah.
Damn, awesome. Bro. Yeah. So I had to say, because you were talking about Bobby Pulido. Yeah. Ricky, since it's Wacky Wednesday, man, I think tonight you gain a lot of new fans.
Man, hopefully.
Honestly, bro. Honestly. If we want Ricky Guzman at, again, ladies and gentlemen, no farafaras. Right? No. Right. But if you want Ricky Guzman, what's a good number that we can reach you, or do you point us to a certain our social media sites?
We're straight to the point as far as that. They can contact Crystal. She manages the band 956-638-4343. Ask for Crystal. She manages Guzman Entertainment. And once again, if you didn't get it, 956-638-4343. You just give Crystal a call, man. Or on Facebook, también on the Guzman Entertainment page. You guys can get a hold of us there, and whatever y'all need, aquí estamos a la orden.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people have been asking, who's the young kid behind us? Yeah. And we've talked to him a little bit. Somebody said, I think he's like 12 or 13. No, if you must have joined late because we talked about it early. Ricky the Fourth is actually 15 years old. He's a freshman in high school. Ricky, I want to give the mic to you a little bit, man. I want to ask you some questions, brother. At school, do people know that you play music? Do they know that you're like in a band and so your dad's Ricky Guzman, or how does that work?
To tell you the truth, I don't like to tell people because I don't really like the attention in school. I'm like my mom. When she gets drunk, of course, she will talk to people. But when I'm at school, I like to. I'm real by myself, so I don't really tell a lot of people. If anything, like my teachers at the end of the year, I'll tell them like, yeah, well, I do this and I do that. Like my close friends, they know, but other than that, like honestly, no, they don't know.
They don't know.
Yeah, I'm like Batman. They don't know.
Hey, but do you play? Does your high school have a conjunto or a?
So I'm enrolled into a collegiate high school, so that means they don't have. It's just academic based. But I do have a secondary, which is like my zone campus. They have a conjunto over there, but you have to be enrolled in that class to take it. So I'm not. I don't take it. But in middle school. And Harvard Middle School, I was in the conjunto over there. Yeah, but I don't think they could continue. Yeah, but I was, but no.
That's cool. Hey, Ricky, do you are you? And I don't get a lot of young people here too often. So please, don't get upset. The question I'm asking, but like, what do we got to do to get you young people involved in more conjunto and Tejano music? I mean, I know the Fronteras and those kind of groups. They people love them. De Parandas, all those kind of groups are really hitting with the younger crowd. But this stuff that you play with your dad, like, what are we missing to grab a hold of people your age?
Wow, that I never really think of that, to be honest. What you're missing?
Because you're in it, right? You're in
like,
it. So I get it.
I can just real quick. It's just the fact that parents need to give their kids more involved, show them.
Yes.
And shout out to Orly Cano, which is one of the he's actually a kid that comes out on the new video for Tropecé. He's the one coming out playing the accordion, and his parents like emphasize a lot on teaching him what music.
Desde chiquito.
No, actually, he started liking Conjunto Tejano not too long ago, and he got it. But he's like him. But that's what it is, pretty much to me.
And the reason I said is because I screenshotted. Well, now I lost it, but I screenshotted this comment, and there's a guy in the valley that owns an accordion that's probably worth. For me, it's worth more than. There's no value to it, but he owns La Number One.
Okay, yeah. Is it Jesse?
Josue.
Yeah, from Brownsville.
From Brownsville.
Yeah, bro, I know Jose.
Right?
Yeah.
So Josue was on here and he said, true story. Ricky G saw us playing at a club and noticed we weren't playing comfortably and probably didn't sound too good either. He took it upon himself to run sound.
Oh, I remember, yeah.
He's a great human being. Yeah. Mis respetos.
Yeah. Crystal gets mad when I do that. But you know why I do it? Porque, not because it sounded bad, but because I didn't notice them like having trouble. And
you know what it's like to be up there and it sounds not right.
And so I was like hoping they would like not like get offended. And they didn't. But I just do it out of the kindness of my heart, bro, because I know what it feels like. But not just anybody will have that mentality, as far as trying to help somebody out. But
Hey, Ricky, but that shows the kind of person you are, bro. You know what I mean? For you to stop doing what you're doing and do these kind of things. Dude, just having you guys here, having your younger son here, Evan, right? Did I get it right? Evan. Like, dude, it's just... Again, I got a lot of kids too, right? But I don't play no instruments. Like I was just a Marine, you know what I mean? Like there's really nothing to that. But to see Evan singing all your songs, to see this guy right here backing you up, and watching his facial expressions when you're jamming, bro, that's got to be an awesome feeling, bro.
Oh yeah,
it's got to be an amazing feeling. And everybody that's maybe you just joined us, right? Ricky Guzman the third, and this is Ricky Guzman the fourth, right? They're from Edinburgh, Texas, from the 956. But Ricky, you've been doing this how many years?
Pues, I guess, como te digo, maybe I want to say eight years. When I was 8 years old, I started playing the drums at bars and stuff with my grandpa. So, sácale de ahí. I'm 30. Shit, I'm not going to say. No, I'm 39.
You're 40.
No, not yet, Dad. I'm 39. I turned 40 this year. But so How many years is that, Ricky? He's the one that's good at math. You know, I'm bad at school.
Ricky, you're gonna be 40 years old, bro.
I want to be 40 already in September.
31.
31. What? 31 years?
Wait, what?
No,
Yeah,
yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, but professionally, like, you know, yeah. I mean, couple maybe
almost 27,
20,
28 years.
there.
I put.
Yeah.
That's a long time, bro.
Yeah. So
that's a long time. And you know what, Ricky? Having a lot of friends in the industry, you know, when you say the name Ricky Guzman, people know. People know. And for the fans watching, what I mean by that is, like, you know, I have conversations with people. I have conversations with people who are promoters, people who are fans, people who are fans of Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, people who are just fans of Conjunto and Tejano music. And you have these conversations, and when names come up, I'm a very observant person. I like to see how people react, and, you know, and you throw the names around. You'll see. You throw some names around, people be like, okay. But you say Ricky Guzman, and people's ears perked up. But you said something earlier, man, that really, I've been waiting to bring it up. Eat your heartburn que tengo. No, but, you know, the fact that in this industry sometimes somebody can shake your hand and go to another room and talk ill of you. You know what I mean? But that means you're doing something right. Somebody's talking shit about you, about anything that you do. And this goes to anybody out there. If you own a business, if you're just the best person at your job, whatever, if somebody's talking smack about you or doing indirect comments, that means you're doing something right. You know what I mean? It definitely means that you're doing something right. I'm a huge Ricky Guzman fan. I told you guys in the beginning of the show, if you're just joining us, I'm a huge Ricky Guzman fan. Go right now for everybody that's really cool and has Apple phones. Go on Apple Music and look up Ricky Guzman and just let it play after the show, of course. Let it play, but make sure you download all the music, right? And put it on your phone. And those of you, Eddie, where do they go for the Android? Where's Android users go?
Spotify.
Spotify separate. They have their own. Tell me,
Google
Ricky
Music.
the Fourth, where do they go? Tell me.
Well, I think we're everywhere. Spotify, Pandora, Google. I'm pretty sure Google has music. Amazon Music, YouTube Music. There's a lot of apps, but yeah, those main.
So Ricky, are you an Apple user?
Yeah.
You're an iPhone user.
iPhone.
I see your pop's iPhone user.
Well,
Crystal's an iPhone user. So you guys are cool. You guys are welcome to my house anytime, bro.
Thank you.
It's the Android people. You gotta keep them kind of.
Pues es puro, ¿cómo se dice? Jailbreakers.
Jailbreakers, la madre, right? They're out there, man. You know, we're having a great time. We're having an absolute great time. Is there any songs on there that you haven't played that you have?
You know what, bro? I don't know. For some reason, this song that I want to do right now, there's a lot of people, man, I love this one. I love this one. And honestly, the Purple CD, that's how people have named it in the past.
What's the name of the album, fool?
Antes de que te vayas.
Antes que te vayas, but everybody just calls it the Purple CD.
Yeah. So I was just telling Ricky yesterday, we were at the drive-thru buying some I don't know, burgers, snacks. And I was telling him, you know what? You don't understand. A lot of people I've heard say the comment that CD I have bought it twice because it burns out. Like, and that CD you can listen to it every day. Whatever. I've never done that before, right? But listen to the CD that much. Pero the Mafia melody, a lot of people love that song. And for some reason, a lot of people don't know. They think it's me, like singing all three songs. It's a Mafia melody. The first song is actually Johnny Ariola from Los Palominos singing.
Oh shit! The truth is coming out. Eddie, the truth is coming out. Okay, so the first guy is Johnny Ariola. Palominos.
Regresa a mí. And then tú y solo tú. That's actually me, right? And then the last one is Jesse Flores from Grupo Escándalo. He used to play keyboards with Emilio.
He was on here earlier.
Jesse Flores.
Somebody was on here. Jesse Flores was on here.
Jesse does La Llamada at the end, but people are like, man, I love the way you sing the first song and the second. I'm like, that's not me, that's John. And people freak out when I say it's Johnny Ariola, like, you know, because honestly, Johnny now he's doing good with his gospel stuff as a front man. But in reality, when he was with Palominos, pues he's a second vocalist, right? And the accordion player.
James
and pues, you know, and then James is the first. So in that time, he did the Mafia medley. We asked him to do the first vocal, and he's like, hell yeah. And he did it. He did it here in San Antonio. And then that's what came out. So I was very blessed to be able to have him on that CD. But yeah, the Mafia medley, that's a good
one.
Yeah, ahí va, pues, we'll do it or what?
Dale, bro.
Let's do it, man.
Hey, but this one you can't blame on everybody, bro. It's you, homie.
I know. Hey, you okay? I want to say something real before we start it. But these songs are high. And como dije, I'm sick from I feel my, you know, in my sinus. But let's do it. And Ricky's never played it, so.
Hey, Ricky, but this is awesome, bro. The fact that you're saying I'm gonna do it regardless. There's some artists that'll be like, nah, Charlie, I'm not. Hey, he's telling you right here up front. Let's give him some love right here. La Mafia medley. Ricky Guzman the third.
A ver, ahí nos foto otra vez. Vámonos.
He wasn't ready.
Yeah, a little bit more monitor better. Hell yeah. The Mafia medley.
Nunca volvería a mentirte. Nunca quiero estar sin ti. Nunca volvería a decirte que no necesito de ti. Desde que tú me dejaste, nunca pude ser feliz. Y ahora vengo a rogarte que regreses junto a mí. Nunca volvería a mentirte. Nunca quiero estar sin ti. Nunca volvería a decirte que no necesito de ti. Desde que tú me dejaste, nunca pude ser feliz. Y ahora vengo a rogarte que regreses junto a mí. Regresa a mí, regresa a mí, regresa a mí, que sin ti voy a morir. Regresa a mí, regresa a mí, regresa a mí, que sin ti voy a morir. ¡Otra!
Hell yeah, Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. Ricky Guzman the third. La Mafia medley, baby.
Tú y solo tú, chiquita.
Tú, cómo me hiciste padecer y no supiste comprender y que yo era solo para ti. Yo, que con mi vida te adoré y mi cariño te entregué, porque te apartas de mi ser. Tú y solo tú abandonaste mi vida. Tú y solo tú me has dejado una herida. Y yo, que con mi vida te adoré y mi cariño te entregué, porque te apartas de mi ser.
Una más. 1990 something.
Como dice Gary Hobbs, 1990, throw it away.
Anyway. I like to always say this when I play this live. ¿Sabes qué, chiquita? Nunca te contesté tu llamada. Hello, baby doll.
Saludos a Bakersfield,
Te
California.
mandé tantas cartas bonitas que hablaban de amor. Te escribí tanto tiempo deseando que pronto volvieras. Me resisto al creer cómo puedes tener tanto orgullo o temor de decir ante mí este amor ya no es tuyo. He rezado también para ver si en milagro llegabas. Más tarde contestas jamás mi llamada. La esperanza se fue, yo no puedo dejar el camino. Solo un beso dejé al teléfono aquel y corté mi llamada. Solo un beso dejé al teléfono aquel y corté mi llamada. Sorry.
¡Fuerte el aplauso! Damn, son! Ricky Guzman III from the 956 by way of Edinburgh, Texas. You thought I was going to say Edcouch.
Edcouch is,
no. By way of Edinburgh, Texas, home of the Bobcats, right?
Los Cougars.
No, hombre, hey, Rick, I'm having an amazing evening with you, bro. It's when I look across, like, again, I say this all the time, like, people don't realize all the work that's going on over here, right? But when I see my producer over there, like, usually he's in work mode, like, he's like bam, 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 bam. But when you see him doing this thing and like, what do you call it? Then you know you're jamming, right?
That's cool, man.
Shout out to Eddie, man. Eddie does a great job with the.
I just met him for the
show.
first time, but he's doing a hell of a job, and you can tell he knows what he's doing.
Oh,
bro.
yeah, for sure. No, hombre, tiene alambres donde quiera.
No, but that's how it is, bro.
No hay pedo.
People can't see that though, but that's the behind the scenes, right? But Eddie, man, good job, man. Thank you for everything, también.
So somebody said this, bro. I took a screenshot of it because I wanted to tell you. Somebody put on there. He goes, "Let this man sing his anthem called Perdido Sin Tu Amor."
Oh yeah,
right. So hold on. Don't do Perdido Sin Tu Amor. Do you consider that Ricky Guzman's anthem? Careful what you say, bro.
Yeah. Honestly, to me, like back then I wouldn't say this, but I will say it now. Like, I'm at a level where I'm comfortable with myself. Because people say, man, you could. They would always tell me, change your style, go norteño, and you'll fucking be massive. Because of the the stage presence that I have and whatever, right? But I wouldn't do that. So that's out of the question. But at the same time, I got to the point where I'm comfortable as far as like, playing, I guess owning the business, being the front man and whatnot, now having my son with me. But it's just the fact that I went through so much going on the road, playing every day and whatever. And at the end of the day, everybody, you're a business owner. It's like Walmart. You're not going to make all the millions that Walmart's going to make. Right? Because somebody, I guess it's a franchise, right? So the workers are going to work for a certain amount and then the franchise makes the money. I'm not saying I'm making all the money or I'm ripping off my musicians, but I can say that I'm comfortable where I'm at and the wife is the manager and it's a family thing now. And that's where I'm good. Like, I'm fine. I can play once a month, twice a month. Yeah, but I will tell you this, though. I work Monday through Friday. Because of my...
Let's give a shout out to your work,
man,
bro.
You know what? I've been wanting to... I don't know if Joe... our dispatcher, Joe Villarreal, he's our supervisor dispatcher. And, of course, my good friend, our chief of police, Mark Leal, and our city managers to the city of Edcouch. I work with the police department, and I'm an investigator there. So shout out to all my people from Ed Couch Elsa, and of course all the staff from the Ed Couch Police Department. Saludos a ellos, you know. But
bro, I didn't know that.
So yeah, I worked there. So I used to do it full time, as far as playing music full time. But what would happen was like, pues voy a pistear, y voy a tocar el Friday, voy a pistear. So it was just like, I have to work, bro. And pues Crystal was like, tienes que trabajar. So you can, at the end of the day, you play on Sunday, you know you have to wake up on Monday to work. And you have to have a responsibility. So she taught me that, bro. And I mean, sí, a veces llego tarde del trabajo, whatever, but I have my reasons and whatnot. But I'm an investigator there, so I have like an open schedule kind of deal because I'm on call on the weekends.
Right.
Pero I have that job. It's my first priority because of the fact that I want to be responsible. Porque si no, if I do it full time, no me desvalago or whatever. But you know, I can't see myself doing it full time. But I'm comfortable where I'm at, and now I'm just very, very comfortable with having him, showing him the way. And what I want is for him not to go through what I went through when I was growing up.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't finish high school. I got my GED because of Crystal. And then I joined the police academy. And then I've been a licensed state of the Texas peace officer since 2013. So that's what that, and he's doing good.
So no vas a salir in the first 48?
Hey, ya salí next week allá con Cristina. No, hombre, si sale in the first 48, you're dead.
Yeah. No, man. You know what? I would have never known that. I would never put that Ricky Guzman's a cop. Like that's just something that I would put two and two together. You know what I'm saying?
People freak out when I don't say it. I'll have a camarada. Hey, did you know he's a capiro and you know what I mean? So and it's like, shut up. It's not because I'll get in trouble. It's just like, you know.
So I gotta ask a Wacky Wednesday question. So has Ricky Guzman ever been on a scene and have to whatever arrest somebody or just observe a scene, start grabbing, you know what's going on, all the what is the evidence y la chingada, y el vato, the main dude's like, hey, güey, yo te conozco, güey,
dude. Look, that happens a lot in traffic stops. At one point, and again,
hey, hold on, you get pulled over by Ricky Guzman. You look at the rearview mirror. Yo, it's Ricky Guzman. He's put on his side.
Dude, no, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. One time I pulled somebody over. They were listening to Super Tejano, and they were playing Perdido Sin Tu Amor. But so I've had, and because again, when I comenzar, se creen chingo.
Yeah, I got you.
Just because I freak out, right? I would back then I would wear a cap. Because para comenzar a veces no me cortaba el pelo, but I would wear a cap just because the sun and my eyes get real dizzy with the sun, whatever. So I would wear it, and then I got to the point where I started thinking like people recognize me because they would ask me, hey, by any chance, do you have at a traffic stop, do you have a brother that's named Ricky Guzman? And I'm like, no, ma'am. Why? It's because you look like Ricky Guzman's brother. And I'm like, oh, I don't know who he is, sorry. But I'm like, dude, that's crazy. But because I was going to give that person a ticket. So I didn't want to say it was me because then, you know, they're going to want to shoot me on stage.
For sure.
But yeah, that happens. But yeah.
No, man, it's crazy. We live in a crazy world, man. We live in a crazy world. And again, before we end the night, I got a few more people that I got to show love to because they show love to Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. And again, I couldn't do the show without these great people who support Tejano music, Conjunto music, Texas country, Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, because they help us do everything that we do, man. So again, I can't, let's see, what we got, Eddie? La Fiebre Fest, right? La Fiebre Fest, Memorial Weekend as well. Lucky Joe, Mike Gonzalez and the Iconics, Aviso, Ramirera, Emilio Guerrero, Roel Martinez, Bianca Ruiz. And again, our homie Madison Polido, the Conjunto Cats. Who am I missing? Los Arcos Hermanos Peña and Lázaro Pérez. Tres conjuntos mano a mano. La Fiebre Fest in Pasadena, Texas. You're not going to want to miss it. Brought to you by our good friend, Mr. Jim Luna at Quarter Moon Productions, Friday and Saturday, May 23rd. And Eddie, you got me on film, and I'm trying to look at the dates. All right, you're going to Pasadena Fairgrounds, right? You can get your tickets at Event Mania. Am I missing something? What is it? QMPEventmania.com.
Volteale el stage.
QMPEventmania.com. Jim Luna's always put on great events. So if you guys are up in the Houston area looking for something to do, Memorial Weekend, right there, La Fiebre Fest with Lucky Joe, the Iconics, Ramen, it's going to be a good time. Jim Luna always puts great things together. And then those of you looking to, in San Antonio, you're looking to get something done. Maybe you're a guy like Bumper Gomez. He can work on a computer. He can talk on a microphone, but he can't work a hammer to cost him his life. My good friend, Mr. Eugene, Gino's Home Repair and Maintenance Service. You can hit him up at 726. Eddie, I can't see it. 610-5270 right there. So hit up Gino, let him know Bumper sent you. We greatly, greatly appreciate it. And then there he is right there, man. Who's that handsome young gentleman right there? Rick Balderrama, your mortgage broker, man. Make sure you guys hit up Rick. Let him know Bumper sent you. He can help you with any kind of mortgage need that you need. He's working for Vantage Bank Mortgage. You can hit him up at 210-363-3584. You're looking for a mortgage? Let Rick know that Bumper sent you, and he will take care of you. I promise you. And then, if you ever been injured, bro? You ever been in an accident? You got an accident. Hey, bro, if you got in an accident, you got to hit up my boy, Mr. Andrew Toscano at 210-732-6091. That's 210-732-6091. Injury attorney Andrew Toscano right here in San Antonio. He will help you guys out. He's a great sponsor of Bumper's Wacky Wednesday. We appreciate all the love he shows to our show. All right, we're back. Eddie, you need one of those. You need to go buy Eddie one of those things that go.
See, I want to action.
All right. Hey, Ricky the Fourth. So, how do you feel, bro? Is this your first podcast?
Yeah, I've never been in front of a live
okay.
This.
What high school do you go to?
Right now I attend Edinburgh Collegiate High.
Edinburgh Collegiate.
But he belongs to Economides.
Economides High School.
Okay, so we're gonna tag that school tomorrow. So everybody, all your friends are gonna know that you were live on a podcast.
I'm
man.
freaking out with his hair.
Hey, bro, it's crazy, right? How styles change with the age.
Yeah,
right?
I mean that used to be popular back in the day.
Yeah, the new kids on the block, ¿te acuerdas del pinche mushroom cut con un fade? Ni era fade, güey. They would just shave you underneath y tenías el pinche mushroom cut.
And
so don't be making fun of the cuss, dog. We used to do the same shit back in the day.
You want to know the crazy part about it, though?
What is
There's people that will pay $400 for a haircut like that. Yeah. For just this. 100, 200, 300.
If they pay $400 for the cut, tell them not cut hair. Give them my address and have them show up right here. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're showing up late, dude, we've had mad people online on YouTube and Facebook the whole time that we've been on. And that just tells you one thing. People love Ricky Guzman.
Thank you.
And so, again, if this is your first time running into Ricky Guzman, make sure you download all his music, bro. Download it all. Ricky, do you have any shows coming up here soon?
Ahorita, because of the fact, going back, I went to go work in North Dakota for a while, so I was out and we weren't
forklift driving again.
No, hombre, bro, I was in wireline. I was working with explosives, perforating for fracking company, or for fracking in North Dakota in negative 20 degree weather.
Hey, hold up, bro. You gotta break it down for the raza. So you drill holes?
No,
and then you drop shit in there to explode or what?
That's the process. So our process was they drill, right? The drilling rig gets there, and then we are with the fracking company that starts the process to start pumping oil. We just get the explosives ready so they can throw them down with a wire line. They get to a certain depth, and then they detonate and they make the perforation, which is where it makes to for the oil to come out, water and all that stuff.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys have been watching Landman, That show is based off of Ricky Guzman's life.
Yeah, you know, I was very serious about because that's a badass show. And I'm Ricky Guzman can chinga lo que.
If you're watching Landman, bro, that show is based off of Ricky Guzman's life right there, bro.
Yeah, dude, that would be crazy, but no, I'm not that blessed.
Oh my God, man. Ricky, one last question I have for you. How do you deal? I guess it would be more. The question would probably be more for Crystal, bro. But of course, you know the wives. They don't want to get on. But I'll ask you, how do you deal with being an artist and being in the limelight and stuff like that? And of course, with the world that we live in now with social media and all these things, you know, you always got the crazy women out there that just throw comments out there or whatever. It's tough. And look, dude. I'm some fat Mexican that does a show, bro, and I catch hell all the time. You know what I mean? And but I want to ask you that you're the artist. Like, is that a tough thing to deal with, or is Crystal very understanding of of like what you do and what comes with that?
I'm gonna tell you that I do not have a problem with somebody messaging me like, "Hey, you want to do this or do that?" Why? Because me and Crystal expose ourselves on social media as a family. Like, we do funny stuff. You know, we used to do it a lot. I stopped after my, that little downfall that I had, because of personal reasons and whatnot. Pero we have not really been active on social media except for Crystal. She just promotes the promotion stuff on Guzman Entertainment. Pero honestly, I've never had that problem because of the fact that they know that Crystal is there. I mean, I'm not saying because they know, because there's people that want to do something bad or nothing. No, it's just I really haven't had anything I haven't had anything like that being approached on me because of how I am with what we bring out. And I respect everybody, so it's all good.
Well, that was my last question.
Yeah, and I answered it all fucked up.
No. But here on Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, we also started something different, right? And we know that you're an accordionist. So we do this thing that we throw you about 3 or 4 artists.
Oh, shit. Okay.
And we test your accordion skills, bro.
Damn.
Right? We test your accordion skills with the vocals. We had J.R. Gomez, I think was the last one to do it, and he couldn't remember La Mafia's Un Millón de Rosas.
Oh my God!
He kept singing it over and over again, right?
I'm trying to. My mind's going 100 miles an hour.
That's good. That's good. That's what we want. We want your mind going 100 miles an hour. But it's just something we like to do for the people watching to show. To me, it shows off the artistic ability of accordionists in our industry, right? So I name an artist, and you play whatever song comes to your head that you know that they play.
Yeah.
You down?
I'll try.
You'll try?
Yeah.
Well, don't forget this is lightweight. We can't edit it later.
I know,
like,
bro.
No sabía
you don't understand.
Crystal, you want to throw me some names that we know? No. Bye, Polido, Jennifer Binion, Palomo. No. All right, are you ready?
Yeah, I guess. But so just mind you that I might have to change accordions because the tonos.
No hay pedo.
Okay, all right.
Hey, we're not on a time limit here,
right.
bro. The only person on a time limit, I won't mention no names, but he's on the other side of the camera. You're good? You got the thumbs up? All right, we're free. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
One of my favorite groups sang on your medley, Los Palominos.
Okay.
Ricky the Fourth, you can join.
I'm very bad.
Hell yeah, right there, baby. Los Palominos, we got it, all right. All right, here we go, baby. Shout out to the Conjunto. What is it? The Conjunto. What do they have there in the valley there?
La Lomita?
No, La Lomita, but they have the Conjunto like a museum, right?
Oh, the Narciso Martinez Cultural Arts Center.
The Cultural Arts Center, right? Un saludo to them. Right. You ready?
Uh-huh.
Los dos Gilbertos.
Shit, I got you here. Wait, you just said Los Gilbertos and this shit popped. What the fuck?
What happened? The accordion pop?
Yeah.
No, but somebody gave you ojo. It was that guy,
sure.
JC. I kicked him out.
Son los haters. Pero for that, I'm gonna have to change that. Right here. So.
Hey,
So I have to
don't blame. We're not responsible for accordion abuse, bro. Hey, you got an A plus, sir. You got an A plus so far, bro. Don't let it fall. Don't let it fall. All right. Coco Chavero says Ricky the Fourth is doing great, bro.
Thank you.
Those saludos to Ricky the Fourth all night. You've had people be like, hey, dude, whoever's on Bongo's getting down, bro.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
That's awesome. So you got Palominos, Dos Gilbertos, all right? A guy that just made the accordion just do different things, bro. You know who I'm talking about.
Shit, I know, but fuck.
Esteban Orla. Hell yeah, baby.
You know what? We recorded one, so but I don't remember. So.
Here we go.
Let's see. The frijoles románticos, they're probably seeing right now. They're gonna get mad at me, but it starts in tercera. Dun, 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 right? 1, 2, 3. No. No. That's all. No. Yeah.
Yeah?
So the Texas, yeah,
Okay.
that one I got an F. So
We bought an A minus. We bought an A minus.
So
And the last one, the very last one that I'm gonna give you is near and dear to everybody who loves conjunto music. His son carries on the tradition. His grandson sings the shit out of it. You have a song that you did that he made just super popular, right? De la tierra colletera, Mr. Rubén Naranjo.
Se acabará el castigo. Las paredes de esta cárcel son de piedra por entero. Las columnas de cemento y las rejas son de acero.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ricky Guzman from Edinburgh, Texas. What an amazing, amazing show tonight, right? Amazing show. Ladies and gentlemen, Ricky Guzman, again, we started the show off saying just an underrated artist. Why? Just that's the way sometimes the cookie crumbles, right? Mm-hmm. But it's up to you guys. It's up to you guys. I know our good friends at Tejano, they play the shit out of Ricky Guzman. all the time. All your new stuff, they show love. A lot of radio stations around Texas, a lot of app-driven stations, they play a lot of Ricky Guzman. So, you know, if you tuned in with us tonight, you had a great time, you loved his music, now you got to do your part. Call up these stations, send them a text message if they got a text line. Let them know, hey, I want to hear Ricky Guzman. I want to hear Ricky Guzman. And you will be surprised on how many, they listen. They want you guys to listen to their station. So if you guys ask for it, they're gonna play it. Ricky, it's been freaking amazing, bro.
I had a good time
to have you here. Dude, like I could sit here literally. If Crystal wasn't giving me the look like, hey, you better hurry the hell up, I could sit here another 2 hours with you. Fácil.
Oh man, I appreciate that.
Easily. But I tell you what, dude. You know what I want to do? And maybe if I can get Eddie, I know I can do it. I got to get the producer to do it. I want to make a trip to where you're more comfortable.
Cool.
I want to do the opposite. I want to go to the valley and I want to sit with you, bro, and where you're comfortable. And I want to do the same thing, but in your house.
Thank you.
Or wherever.
Yeah,
we can go to the cubby holes together.
Casa. No.
Right? you know what I mean? And I want to. You bring some of your friends from the valley to have a good time and show the world what the 956 is all about, bro.
Hell yeah.
Because you really represent them very, very well, dude. Very, very well. So, you know, if you're just a fan of Conjunto, Tejano music, Ricky plays it all. He plays them both, Conjunto and Tejano music.
Everything.
You know, to my friends that own clubs, promoters, festival people, like Ricky Guzman, hit him up. You cannot go wrong with Ricky Guzman. You just can't. You know, I told you guys in the beginning of the show that Ricky Guzman is one of my people that I just absolutely love. Like, I told my wife, I told Eddie, I told a lot of my friends, like, dude, I can't. Excuse my language. The lady on YouTube, I'm sorry. I'm going to say it. I can't fucking wait to fucking have Ricky in my freaking studio.
Thank you, man.
Right, to hear him freaking jam, because it just gets you in those feelings, man. It just absolutely gets you in your feelings. I mean, you could be a guy who's sober, right? Fucking drink 2 more extra Dr. Peppers or some shit. I don't know. You know what I mean? But Ricky just gets you in those feelings, man. And you know what, Rick? You know what? I don't think you give yourself enough justice, bro. Your gambit or your variety, right, of what you can play is freaking. A lot of people can't do that, dude.
Yeah.
A lot of people can't do. They're specific to a certain style of music, but you could do everything, dude.
I try.
You know what I'm saying? And just like any other show, I'm gonna shut the hell up and I'm gonna start with Ricky the Fourth. I'm gonna give him the microphone. He's already like, what are you talking about, Bumper? I'm gonna give Ricky the Fourth the microphone. I'm gonna shut up, and then after that, we're gonna give it to Ricky Guzman the Third. If you want to give any saludos, mijo, any thank yous, anything like that, the microphone is yours. I'll shut the hell up.
Well, I want to go ahead and start with, of course, family and friends. I saw my grandma, Dora Guzman, my cousin, Kayla Hernandez Guzman, and my friends, Orly Cano, Eden. I saw your mom in the live, and, you know, just all of them. Everybody in the live, I really appreciate y'all for, you know, coming and, you know, tuning into Bumper's Wacky Wednesday, his live, you know. Yeah, I just really want to thank everybody for, you know, tuning in, and Bumper especially, thank you, man, for, you know, inviting us on to your show and everything, taking the time out of your day to, you know, provide your viewers a, you know, an amazing time. I'm sure they love it, and I love it. I like this environment.
They're not here for me, bro. They're here for you.
Yeah.
I can promise you that, man.
Yeah, man. But yeah, that's
and before we pass it to your dad, dude, I'm gonna cut in. I know I said I was gonna shut up, but I gotta cut in.
I'll take any questions, man.
No questions. I just want to tell you something, bro. You know, for us, huge fans of Tejano and Conjunto music, it's always chingo de orgullo, bro. Like it makes me so happy and proud to see a 15-year-old holding a bajo sexto and playing the way you play, because you carry our future, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's important, man.
Yeah.
It's important. This is not the whiskey talking here. This is the truth. You carry something very important. You carry your great grandfather's culture, your grandfather's, your dad's. You carry that.
Yeah.
From here for the rest of your life, you carry that. You heard your dad here speak about his grandfather, about his father. You've heard story after story, and it always reverts back to music, right?
Yeah.
And you carry that on your back, man. That's a lot to carry.
Yeah.
But it just makes me really happy, bro, to see young people like yourself carrying on our tradition and our culture. So 20 years from now, when your dad says, hey, you know what? I'm just going to chill out with your mom, and they're just going to sit down, and now they're just going to eat blueberries. They're not going to pick them. They're just going to eat them, right? It's going to be your job to carry that Guzman name.
Of course, yes.
Right? And keep it going. Like, man, I knew your dad. I knew your grandfather. Maybe one day you're going to run into somebody who'll be like, hey, man, you know what? I knew your pops, bro. And your dad played at this, and this. You know, you never know that could happen. Yeah. So I want to leave you with this, man. That thank you for what you're doing.
Of course.
And spread that love to your friends, bro. Spread that love for that of our culture.
Yes.
To all your people, man. Because that's the only way that we're going to continue to keep our culture that's ours. That's truly ours. That doesn't belong to nobody else. It's just ours. Yeah. To keep it alive, it's kids like you. Sure. So thank you, man. Thank you for taking off of school early. I'm sure you.
I actually didn't go today.
You didn't go today. Yeah.
La mama.
Hey, the law's showing up tomorrow in the morning, right? So that was Ricky Guzman the fourth, and now again, Bumper's gonna shut up, and we're gonna give the microphone to Ricky Guzman the third.
You know, honestly, Dad, I really appreciate the opportunity because, you know, as far as me asking myself, when am I gonna go? I did. Like I see your shows and, you know, and all that, and I said, but it's not time. Like for me, right, personally, whatever. But then Crystal's like, hey, you know, I have this idea, whatever. And I said, man, Bumper's cool as man. You're my guy, man. You know, honestly, and I really enjoy what you do, and I respect it and I admire it because no cualquiera hace lo que estás haciendo. You know, to take the time. You know, you could be in the living room watching movies with your family right now, bro. Every Wednesday, if you wanted to, you know, and you put all that aside to do this for the people. That's awesome. And that's why when I have interviews back in the past, they would tell me, you really think Tejano Conjunto is dying? And I would tell them no. And now I know why it's not dying, because of people like you, bro, that you do what you do, and it's awesome, you know? So before anything, you know, I would like to thank you for having us over, because I really needed this, you know, because people were wondering, where's this guy at? I had people calling like, hey, ¿qué onda con Ricky? But you know what it was for? Nomás para ir a chismear, para look what I was doing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And to bring me more down.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they're still wondering, hey, what's Ricky up to? And I mean, now they kind of know a little bit how I'm doing, you know, and even though they might turn around and say, se mira todo, you know, whatever, it doesn't matter. But at the end of the day, this opportunity, we needed this just to have the people that have the right mindset to support us, know what we're up to and how we've been, and we're doing great, man, gracias a Dios. And so I give you thanks to that, because I can expose that to the people, what they deserve to know, you know, and we're doing good. Pero you know, it's very, very well appreciated. And of course, I have always said, sin la gente no eres nadie, you know, without the fans, you ain't nobody. So I want to give everybody a thanks as far as everybody that has joined us here, you know, saying hi and stuff. I can see your comments and all that. No más que pues we were like really, really into our conversation.
Yeah,
it's awesome,
sure.
right?
Yeah.
Pero saludos a toda la gente bonita that has been with us on Facebook Live here, you know, and on Bumper's show, man. Yeah, so saludos a toda la gente con todo respeto y mucho cariño de parte de un servidor, Ricky Guzman III. And once again, for, you know, you want to get in contact with us, y'all can call Guzman Entertainment, 956-638-4343. Call Crystal. And pues, man, y'all just want to know how we're doing, just send us a message, man. And aquí estamos para, you know, just to mingle with the people, you know.
That's awesome, man. Yeah. And I want to give a shout out, because he forgot, but I'm going to get in good with your mom. Shout out to his mom. She was the first one on
Dora
tonight.
Guzman.
She's to Dora. She's been hanging out.
Yeah.
Hey, in Ricky the Fourth, no te mortifiques, vato. You know what me and Eddie got that nobody else has? We got in with the UIL and the Texas school district, the school districts. We can sign school notes, vato.
Te damos
un
excuse.
So we're gonna write you a school excuse for today and tomorrow. You're good. You know, don't worry. As soon as they see bumpers,
you know what? Yes, tomorrow. The whole week, actually.
Yeah, well, te voy a poner bumpers Wacky Wednesday, and you're good, bro. They at least give you at least 3 days of time off. You know what I'm saying? Ladies and gentlemen, this is your first time watching Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. I hope you had an absolute beautiful night. I know I did. Ricky Guzman is he's a special person in our industry, and you need to see it the same way. To all the people out there, all the radio stations, all the internet radio stations, all the internet radio DJs, all those people, man, the DJs on TikTok that do such a great job supporting our music. Make sure you guys are spinning some Ricky Guzman music. He's got brand new music out. He's got the purple CD, right? He's got the purple CD. Chinga, me está pegando el whiskey ahora, güey. It's just it's an absolute honor, man. You guys just have no clue what it's like, and the honor I have to be sitting next to great musicians week in and week out of this caliber. That you know, I love to go to a concert and be like, dude, there's 800,000, 1,200 people screaming and having a good time, and like, nah, man, esta está mi casa. He was at my house, bro. Like, you know what I mean? But no, I love what we're doing, bro. I really love what me and Eddie are doing here. Yeah. And before I forget, like I like to do every night, every Wednesday, I want to thank Eddie Hernandez, el producer, the Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. He does 90% of the work that you guys don't see. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. He makes me look good. He makes everybody sound good. He's running circles back there. And again, Eddie, I cannot. I'm looking at. I know you don't want to look at me because.
Quiere llorar.
No. Because he doesn't want to be my compa, bro.
Oh, shit.
Oh, but Eddie's my compa, man.
I'm going to hit out.
Shout out to, ¿cómo se llama el vato, Eddie? Karim Leon. Shout out to Karim Leon for making me an Eddie song.
Hell yeah.
Compa, bro. Nombre. Eddie, no, honestly, from the bottom of my heart, man, again, I say this every week. I say this every single week, Ricky. Like, I want to put a camera up there in the corner, dude, so people can see, like, at 5 o'clock what we're doing.
Dude, it's a lot
at
of
6
work.
O'clock, look,
it's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work, right? To get everything ready for you guys to have an absolute night, a great night. But let me tell you, Ricky, for people to be on YouTube and Facebook the way they are on right now, the whole time, you're doing good things.
Thanks.
You're doing good things. And let me tell you, Rick, like I want you as long as we're doing Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, I gotta have Ricky at least once a year, bro.
Thank you.
Crystal, can you make that happen?
Si se te lo regalo ahorita.
Do we plan it now? Do we already put the date for 2026, right?
Mamá, ponme el couch ahí.
So no, man, look, if you guys need any band, again, promoters, club owners, anything like that, Ricky Guzman, he has his band. He plays great music. He can do Conjunto. He can do Tejano. I just put him right now to the test. He can do whatever the hell you want, right? He does it all. So make sure you guys show him some love. I had an absolute great night tonight. Ricky the Fourth, did you have a good time or no?
Hell yeah. Badass time.
Oh, hey, cuidado. Your mom's going to snatch you up, dog. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. But Rick, what is that? What's the beeping? Does that mean we gotta get
rated R? Rated R.
Okay, Eddie's getting fancy over there now, man. But Ricky, la neta, bro, thank you, dude, from the bottom of my heart for making your presence on our show on Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, bro. Here at the show, we wish you nothing but the best, bro. Nothing but success. You always have a home here. If you're coming to San Antonio, be like, hey, Bump, I'm gonna be there. I don't care if it's a Monday, a Tuesday, a Wednesday. We'll make time for you, bro.
Thank you, man.
La neta. Crystal, I know he's gonna forget. I'm telling you. Whenever you guys are coming this way, like Bump, we're gonna do a radio tour, whatever the case can be. As long as I clear it by this guy right here and he can be here, we can do something.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? And we're here to support. That's what we're here to do. We're here to support. And at the end of the day, we're here to keep Tejano and Conjunto and Texas country relevant. That's our job. That's our purpose here. That's why we do what we do. And for everybody who tuned in from all over the world, from all over the United States, from all over the República Mexicana, de Monterrey, Nuevo León, everybody, man. We have people tuning in from all over the world. We greatly, greatly appreciate your love. Ricky, any last words?
Man, honestly, thanks to everybody that has made it possible for us to be where we're at right now, comfortable with real people, you know, and as far as you, man, having us over here, this is good, you know, good vibes and good people to be around, you know, and guys, stay tuned, you know, every Wednesday, of course, with Bumper. He's doing great, and I appreciate you guys for supporting him the way you guys are doing right now. And of course, don't forget to like and share his show, you know, every Wednesday. And of course, they start at 7:30. We started a little bit late because of my fault, but you know, but either way, I encourage you guys to share this as much as you guys can, because this is what we need in the industry to make it bigger. And just with all, con todo corazón, thanks to everybody for tuning in tonight. And saludos para todos de Houston, San Antonio, Austin, Washington, Idaho, you know, Michigan, California, toda la gente con todo corazón. Milwaukee, Wisconsin, all, you know, all beautiful people. Thank you for you know, joining us tonight here on, of course, Bumper's Wacky Wednesday in the house. So,
what was the name of the song that was your? Right, that's what we're gonna end with. That's what we're gonna end with. Ladies and gentlemen, Ricky Guzman, right here on Bumper's Wacky Wednesday. We'll see you guys next week. Ricky Guzman III, Edinburgh, Texas.
Entrégame tu calor, estoy perdido sin tu amor. Quiero besar tus labios y entregarte mi pasión. Te extraño cada día más, ya no aguanto este dolor. Voy buscando tu calor y me iré hasta el fin del mundo. De que estoy perdido, perdido sin tu amor. Ya no aguanto este dolor. De que estoy perdido, perdido yo sin ti. Y necesito tu calor. Vuelve, por favor. Entrégame tu calor. Estoy perdido sin tu amor. Quiero besar tus labios y entregarte mi pasión. Te extraño cada día más, ya no aguanto este dolor. Voy buscando tu calor y me iré hasta el fin del mundo. De que estoy perdido, perdido sin tu amor. Ya no aguanto este dolor. De que estoy perdido, perdido yo sin ti. Y necesito tu calor. Vuelve, por favor. Muchas gracias.
de parte de Ricky Guzman III.
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Perdido sin tu amor.
Hasta la próxima. Free Guzman III. Thank you.
Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. We'll see you next Wednesday. Have a good week. Love y'all.
Tiré tu pañuelo al río para mirarlo como si un día.
This is Gary Haas from Eagle Pass, Texas. Keep watching my dear friend Bumpers Wacky Wednesday.